Sixers are getting away from that.
And this is the problem that I have with the NBA in general. You would think that the three-point line in basketball was like a dog line. You know when you have the invisible fence for your pet?
Yes.
You have the invisible fence. Your dog, your pet gets near that line, and it starts making noises.
Right.
Like when you get like a foot away, it starts beeping faster.
You can't go to the lane. You can't
like
get
J.J. Redick, when he knows he gets like a couple inches away, he's got to stop and pop. And then you have what's his face? No, not Bellinelli. The other guy, Covington.
Oh, Robert Covington.
Covington.
Big Bob.
He gets up to the line. The beeping starts going off as he gets near it. Then somebody jumps in front of him, and then he stops, and then he walks. He gingerly crosses the line, and then stops and takes a two-point shot a foot away from the three-point line.
Right.
These guys they do two things, and the kids are learning this as basketball. They don't learn free throw shooting. You don't see a kid in a schoolyard by himself practicing free throws, do you?
No.
You don't see it. What do you see kids doing? Taking
step
three-point shots.
Step back
and then
threes.
if they're gifted enough, trying to dunk.
No.
That's all kids are taught to do.
The game is
shoot
now
the
step back
three and dunk.
Yeah,
Anything else, fundamental basketball, passing, jump shooting, all the things that are the basics of basketball 101 are not even thought about anymore in the college game and certainly in the pro game.
I remember when I was coaching basketball, I had a kid who kept trying to dribble the ball through their legs, right? They would come down the court and they dribble the ball through their legs. I told him, stop. And he said, why can't I put the ball through my legs? I'm like, because you dribbled it off your outside leg just walking down the court twice already. So make sure you can dribble the basketball regular, like a normal, just a normal dribble. When you can do that without just dribbling it off your leg, then I'll let you put the ball through your legs. You put the ball through your legs, I'll sit your ass down.
Well, when I was a kid, I'm not a kid, I was an adult playing with my kids. You're in the backyard, you got the hoop. And what do? You sit back and say, the doctor. No, I would never do. I'd never stand back.
Kobe!
No, I do. The doctor. Dr. J. I'd run up and do the finger roll. I wouldn't try to shoot a three-point pool because there weren't any three-pointers.
I'm taking 40-footers going, Scalabrine.
No. See, that's you. You're already entering the bad era. I'm talking about the great era of the NBA.
I'm joking, man.
The great era of Sixers and Celtics battles. Not this era.
I'm back there 3-2, Buford.
I was going the doctor.
The doctor.
Or Moses, even though I couldn't dunk. I'd get under the basket and grab a rebound and go up and get it and say, Moses.
I would go around there and go, Thunder Dan Marley.
Yeah, but those guys are just Thunder Dan Marley is the modern day
Matt Harpring.
He was the guy just shoots the long ball.
I know.
You talk about the three, making it rain threes. And by the way, Steph Curry shoots threes, but he does other things too because he's the best three-point shooter in NBA history.
Right. He's allowed to shoot whatever three he wants. He has carte blanche. He can do whatever he wants out there.
And he rarely misses threes. He doesn't have Bob Covington kinds of nights.
No, but Steph Curry, again, he dribble drives, he penetrates, he makes the right pass. I mean, he's an all-around guard. But again, he has that range, and when you shoot it at 46%, you can shoot whatever the hell you want. All right,
Exactly.
You can do whatever you want
because it's not just the three or nothing at all. With Clay.
No, he's 3 and all. He's not just 3 and D. He's 3 and all.
And a lot of these modern day guys, and the Sixers have a raft of them, and their whole coaching philosophy of Brett Brown. Remember, I said it after Game 1. What did Brett Brown tell him to do in Game 2? Shoot more threes.
Shoot more threes.
And it's great when they're going in, but when they're not going in, you're done.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have any other repertoire, if you have no ability to do the pick and roll or set up plays, or just play run and gun and go, you go from the length of the floor, play fast break basketball, you better be able to execute gimmies. You better be able to put back the bunnies. I mean, Ben Simmons missed 2 bunnies underneath when he couldn't dunk it.
And that's the thing, too, is that these Sixers have such a size advantage in the post area with Embiid and Simmons and Ilyasova and Saric. I mean, they should be taking advantage of this. Instead, what are they doing? Shoot more threes.
Exactly. It's an outrage. That's why I'm down on the NBA. But in total, not just on the – I'm not down on the Sixers. They're getting better. But the bottom line is the NBA is hard to watch for me. It really is. It has the best players in the world now. The NBA has never had
the talent,
the ability to get talent from all over the world.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
And talent from all over the world, and it's still not a great product in my opinion. You can watch it whatever you want. I'm not telling you not to watch or listen to me and agree with me. I'm just telling you that's why it's hard to watch NBA basketball. We already know who the best teams are before the season even starts.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. Can you say that in any other sport other
football?
Than the Patriots you're always going to put in there.
In the NFL, you can pretty much look at the
how many people had the Eagles winning a Super Bowl?
Last year? No one.
No one. That's the point. There's not going to be a surprise NBA champion this year.
No, but there was a nice surprise team as far as like the Utah Jazz go. They were surprised.
But they're not.
But that's what I mean. They had the Cinderella story in
same
round
thing with
one.
Toronto. Toronto's they're
Toronto
getting
was the number
boat
1 seed,
raced.
though, Tony.
I know, and they're getting boat raced.
Yeah, LeBron's doing that by himself, basically.
It's ridiculous.
I have big news.
We have breaking news?
We have breaking news.
Breaking news, Luigi.
Hold on, let me get the sound.
We got to get the breaking news up there. By the way, the Sixers -9. You know what you do with that game?
Bet the house.
You do not even dabble.
The breaking news is that we are on everywhere again.
Oh, we're on Facebook Live?
Finally.
We have video stream. You know, I need one of the waiters here. The great staff here at Cantina Laredo has some of these little Cinco de Mayo hats.
About damn time.
Robin doesn't even have her damn Kentucky Derby hat.
I don't.
What the hell's the matter with you? Robin's
I
like
have
a
like
hat
a little fascinator at home.
fascinator.
Yeah, I made one.
I didn't even marinate her.
We both looked at each other. Yeah, you take this one, Tom.
Fascinator. I think he's running in the race 11 at Churchill Downs right before the Kentucky Derby,
She's a 3-year-old, though.
which is race 12 if you're scoring at home.
Okay, wait. How many? I actually don't know this. Horse years. How many people years are in a horse year? Like, dog years are 7.
I don't think it's the same. I think it's a
Oh,
year.
you're the horse whispering. You don't know this?
I don't.
No, it's 3
That's
years. A
no.
horse is 1 year old. For example, a horse, they're considered 3-year-olds even though they're not 3 years old yet.
Correct. So, but they're between. They're almost 2. They're 3.
No,
whatever.
they're over
got it.
2,
I
but
got
they're
it.
not quite 3.
A horse is equal to 6.5 human years for the first 3 years of life. At the horse's age of 3, the equivalent age is approximately 5 years to a man. For 4 years, a horse equivalency changes to 2.5. So it changes as the horse gets older. So
It changes as we get older, too.
basically,
Yeah.
I'm like 65 going on 90 this past couple of weeks.
right. It's like on an escalating scale.
So when they are a 3-year-old, a filly, when they're ready to run, they
at the
are
horse of
Fillies are
at the
female
age of
horses,
3,
right?
at
Then-
the age of 3,
Yeah.
a horse is equivalent to the age of a 5-year-old human.
No, I thought you said the first couple of years it's
There's
So
six
a horse year is equal to 6.5 human years for the first 3 years.
So that means
Yeah.
6 times 3 is 18.
But what
and
they
a
just
half.
says here at the horse age of 3, the equivalent changes
to
and
5.
is approximately
So-
5 years to a man.
So after that, so the first 3
So he's
years,
25
they're
and a
6 and a half.
Yeah, so he's 25 and a half. So she's 25 and a half years old. And then
Okay.
after 5 years, it goes up to
Wait a minute. You said the first
Okay.
3
the
years
first
are
3 years,
6 and a half
and
years.
which is 25 and a half
No,
years.
it's
No,
not. 6
6
times
and a
3 is
half.
18. That's
Oh,
19 and a half.
19,
So
I'm sorry,
20
19.
and a
That's
half.
19 and a half
19 and a half.
as a 3-year-old.
And then you add
5 years for each year after that, from
until
4-year-old.
they reach a certain age, and then it probably goes down.
Right.
And then they can't get it up in the barn either, like old guys can't. But
You
actually, horses
You
keep
seen
going
Barbaro,
forever.
man?
No, but horses keep going forever in the barn. When it comes to stud services, as they get older, but they still
they
stay
have-
the same age when it comes to getting the job
Yeah,
done. I
if-
mean, it's not a big courtship thing.
If
It
they
just
haven't
bring
been
the female.
gelded,
Yeah.
they will.
Oh, here we go. I
now-
got the calculator right here.
Okay.
So if a horse is 14 years old, it's really 42 years old.
Right.
If it's 4 years old, it's actually 12.
But then I thought you said 6 and a half.
I'm doing the horse calculator right here.
All right, we have a horse calculator.
Horse calculator, Joe.
Do we have a horse shit calculator?
Yeah,
By the way,
that's
we
what's
gotta
going
use
on.
that too.
If
on
the
this show.
horse is 6, it's 18.
All right.
If the horse is 7, it's 21.
I don't care about that anymore. Do we really
but
need?
pretty much when they're running the Derby,
It's basically
they're
3
pretty
years.
much 18.
Yeah.
Let's
They're
just say
legal
they're
age.
18.
They're
They're
legal age,
legal.
yeah.
Can they buy an AR-15 if they lose the race and take it out and take the trainer out back and shoot him?
You need to worry about me doing that. That's what you need to worry about. Tony. Why don't you run the way I said to run them?
They can drink, yes.
Tony, what do we always say? Go to the whip early and often.
Exactly right. It works for
Okay.
me.
Now, we want to make sure that people realize that there are open lines.
Yes, let me give the phone number because Jack
And
is here in the back. He's not
Jack
even.
is
He's
in
on
the
the
back.
side today. Jack's on the side. He's not even in the back. And he's got his daughter back there. Holly's in the back with headsets. And what is she doing in the back? She's playing on her phone. Eating great Mexican food here, modern Mexican at Cantina Laredo.
It is so good.
We
I
getting some
can't wait.
tableside guac today?
Oh,
No, we didn't
yes.
have any yet, but we do
Oh,
need
but
we need some
should.
libation though.
We should have them make tableside guac, and I'll put the camera on.
Yeah, it is phenomenal table. We had it, of course, when we
Every
were in
time we come here,
Minnesota,
dude.
when we were in the Mall of America. We had the tableside guac there. We're going to have great product today. I'll give you more on the Derby picks
Now, you
coming
weren't
up.
here. You actually were making your Derby picks. You did not see the fabulous gifts that we were given prior to.
I heard about them, though.
I should bring them out. One moment.
Yeah, bring them out. Unsheath those babies.
What do we got?
the lovely gifts from Brian Harmon here.
Oh, dude, I'm in my glory right now when he presented this. I tweeted out earlier under your account for you that we got some fabulous gifts. But some of that tequila that's in those bottles is going to be used in some of our competition that's happening later on too.
We're popping these today?
No, but they're using that same kind of tequila for the tequila.
Ain't nobody opening my damn
Look
bottle.
at this. Now look what I got over here. Give me that.
That's a tequila clase azul. Reposado.
Look at this bad boy.
Reposado.
Empty.
Good thing there wasn't beer in there.
Robin almost had a heart attack. Look at this.
Every decanter is a unique piece, so it's handcrafted and hand-painted in Mexico by artisans in local communities. Look how beautiful that box is. What's in the box?
Tequila's in the box.
Clase Azul.
Look at this, Tony.
Clase Azul. And then Luigi has the Avion.
The 44
Reposado.
Bro.
That is like the most quintessential top shelf.
No, this is the Añejo, not the Rep. This is the Añejo. Yeah, this is the Añejo.
44, so it's aged 44 months, which very few tequila organizations do.
Yeah, this is, look at the amber color.
Hand that one to Tony.
Yes, of course.
So he could put it in front of his camera. But so this actually, this one is Brian's favorite, which he gave us. And then
yeah, that one's awesome.
He already knew that the Avion 44 was Luigi's favorite.
The Añejo,
look at that, bro.
The extra Añejo.
I'm be extra lit tonight, bro.
Extra. Avion. We love it. You know where they make this, right? The town of Jesus Maria, Mexico.
Isn't he fighting this weekend?
I think he is.
Okay.
So there it is. Great product.
Look at that thing, man. Look at the box. Look at that.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Let's talk
Now,
about
Clark C. Simpson on Facebook says, "Hi, Tony. Best wishes from Minnie. Robin rules. Send some of that tequila out my way."
Beautiful.
What am I, mincemeat?
Yes.
You got to pay me on a no-mind list there, Clark? I was in Minnesota, too.
Now, Erico, did you get a $3 Mexican beer, draft or bottle? Eric's on the phone, working the phones now.
He's got the Uber heavy right now, Tony.
Oh, wait. Breaking news. We have our very first tequila-tini option.
You mean that blue thing over there?
That blue thing over here is our first entry
and what is
for the tequila-tini contest.
So let me repeat for people who don't know this, Robin. So last time we were here for our tequila dinner, we planned this Cinco de Mayo celebration here at Cantina Laredo, and it's not a tequila dinner. But Robin came up with the idea, there's always martinis. There's all kinds of martinis, right? Yep. There's vodka martinis. There's gin martinis.
Those are the two.
Those are pretty much the two.
But those are the two primary alcohols that are used in martinis.
There to go.
Gin or vodka, right?
Yes.
And then Robin said, why hasn't anybody tried a tequila martini and call it a
tequila-tini?
Tequila-tini. So Robin said, let's do it, and now we have something to try.
Exactly.
Now, what's this one here, Robin? It's a lovely blue bottle. It's a blue.
Yes.
It's all the way over there, though. Can you reach that? I don't want Luigi to get it. He'll spill it.
No, I won't. Stop it. You drop more stuff than anything.
I don't drop anything except when it's hot.
Yeah, all right.
I drop it
like it's hot.
Like it's hot. Now, let's get a live shot of the tequila-tini.
Now, we going to pass this around?
Yeah, we got to do a taste test.
That's what I'm saying, so let's pass it.
Eric, did you order a libation?
Are you drinking?
Okay.
You were just tweeting about the great $3 bottle or Mexican.
Eric looks more lost than Matthew Fox, dude. Seriously.
This one is called a Tatini.
Tatini, okay.
It is.
I got Tatini'd once.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah. It is made
Tatini'd once.
Avion Silver, peach schnapps, blue curacao, pineapple juice with a cherry garnish.
Oh,
now we do not know.
man.
These are blind taste testing. So
we don't know who created it.
We don't know.
We don't know who made it then.
No, we do not know who
we
made
know
it.
what's in it. Let's repeat the ingredients again for those of you who are driving and mixing in your car at the same time.
Uno más tiempo.
If you've got that dashboard, the mixing bar.
Yeah. If you have the dashboard bar and
Yes.
you can join us.
Comes standard on all Chevys.
So Avion Silver, peach schnapps, blue curacao, pineapple juice with a cherry garnish.
You just gave me a great idea.
What?
You just said Uber what? Uber. I'm gonna start a new Uber. Uber Draft.
Uber Draft.
Uber Draft. You call your Uber and we could have like a tap back there. You can just drink.
Yeah.
You can have a couple drinks, man.
Now, are you on duty today, Eric?
Always. He's always on.
He's always on duty. So now, if someone were to call you today, because they know you're in the King of Russia area, are we in prime time because it's Cinco de Mayo? What do they call it? When it's like when there's high traffic. No, I'm talking about when you call an Uber and it's really busy, and then they jack the rates up. What is that called?
Prime time. Surcharge.
Surge. Not Serge Savard, the great former Montreal Canadien.
Not Serge Ibaka.
Or Serge Bernier, yes.
Not Serge Ibaka.
And not Serge Ibaka. Surge pricing, because that's what happens. Like, there's a million people trying to leave someplace.
And they jack the rates like crazy.
Yeah, because it's surge time. Is it surge time right now?
I'm more of a tool time guy. I'm more of a tool time guy.
Saturday afternoon, that's usually nooner time.
Nooner.
An all-day nooner. Now,
so we're going to do like in church.
Wait, you already drank it, Robin?
Yeah, we're going to do like in church. I'll drink on one side, and then we'll do like a little half turn.
Oh, okay.
And then you drink.
And then we wipe?
We need to wipe, though, like the priest does.
We're family, man. Pass the damn thing over
Damn
here.
right.
Okay, so I take
I've had my shots.
Yeah. I'm taking my shots, too, on Yeho, Reposado.
And then I'll wipe.
Robin, that timer needs to be turned back around. It's facing an empty table.
Yes, but that's not what's on us right now.
Here
Right
we go.
now we have the
What is
white
this one called again, Robin?
This one is the
Tatini.
The Tatini.
Tequila Teeny
The
Tatini.
The plane.
How is it? We got people taking pictures over here. I don't even.
She's one of the great wake staff.
I
What's
know.
your name? Because we don't know her. You haven't been here. Alyssa? Now, you haven't been here for the tequila dinners, have you?
You need to come up to the mic when you're going to.
I haven't. I just
Hold on
promote
a
them.
second. Luigi's going to turn your mic on.
It's on. It's been on.
Oh.
It's Alyssa or Alicia?
Alyssa.
Alyssa, Alyssa, if you're scoring at home.
Yeah.
So, are you new here?
No.
But you've never done our tequila dinners.
No, I haven't, but I promote it online.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm
she's
behind
managed to
the
dodge
scenes,
it.
you know? Yeah.
But you're working today, though, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is it a good crowd for Cinco de Mayo? It's going to get crazier as
I think
the day
tonight's
goes on.
going to be crazy, yeah.
Yeah, because we got DJ. Now, do you know the DJ coming in later?
No, but I heard he's good.
He's going to 6
You want to know why it's going to be
1.
crazy? You got a bottle on Ye on a day off tomorrow. That's why it's going to be crazy. That's exactly why it's going to be crazy.
Well, thank you for taking care of us, Alyssa.
Yeah, of course,
Great.
no problem.
Now, was that an Italian horn you have on there?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
She's
that
one of
gold.
us. That's why.
She's got the
one of
not
us.
the red. She doesn't have the red. She's got the gold horn.
No, it's silver.
Oh, silver. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's precious metal.
No
It's not
Maloics
It's
here,
still
Tony.
nice.
It's good. No Maloics here. It's good.
Thanks,
well, I'm
Alyssa.
going to take a picture of you guys, okay?
All right,
Awesome.
All right.
let me have another taste of this, and then Luigi has to get
It's
set.
about damn time, Tony.
Now make sure you do like, just like every good priest where you turn it just a little bit for the next person.
Beautiful.
It's good.
Ed Nasta's here. His brother would really be. You'll
Yes.
think that was cool.
All right, that's it. Tequila.
Hey, Ed, do you think that they could serve this for communion sometime?
I like that a lot.
I do too. It's
I
yummy.
like that a lot.
Well, it's good, but it's not my.
Is
it's
it
a little
not
too
good?
sweet.
Now, did you
No, it is good,
expect a
though.
tequila teeny to
No,
taste
the
like that?
curacao. It's heavy. It's a little too heavy on the
blue
curacao.
That works in everything.
It's a little too heavy to curacao because
No, see, I like the peach. I can taste the peach schnapps.
it's a little too
I'm not a
much. Though.
peach.
I get
Too
the
much peach schnapps.
I get the tequila, but only at the back end. I want a little bit more of the tequila
The
represented.
back end's the best.
I
though.
hear you. But I want a little
Especially
bit more.
in a
I
Mexican
want a little bit
restaurant on
more-
Cinco de Mayo.
Well, you don't trust anybody. You know
Trust
what?
me.
Unless you're DJ Khalid.
Then
Then you don't do anything down
You're
there.
smart. That's why.
Yeah, that's right.
Have another taste, Luigi. You're gonna feel it in your chest in just a minute.
It's awesome.
I'm thick in the chest. It's like
Right
this,
now,
it's like
keep these coming. That's what I say.
No, it's good.
And we got to let the other boys try. We got to have Jack try it. Jack, you got to have a taste. Now, you don't finish the whole thing. You're just supposed to taste it.
Well, speaking of Jack, by the way, you can get a hold of Jack and get a hold of us. 619-924-9874.
That's right. The phones are open, and they're operating. So Jack will put down his tequila teeny and answer your calls. Any last-minute tips for the Kentucky Derby? We have our
selections.
pari-mutual slips right here. The bets have been made.
And Tony and I, we wanted to get out there last night, but Tony was doing stuff at the house, and I had to come over late to pick up
Plus,
equipment.
I don't want to rush. I needed to
No,
marinate
Tony
one
needed
more
a little
night.
marinate one more time. So
Plus, I took Vicodin. I didn't want to go driving to OTB.
Don't be betting on pills, homie.
No, damn
Don't
right,
do
man.
that. But we went out to the OTB out in Oaks, the smallest turf club on the planet. And
It's
put the
nice
selection-
out there, though.
Yeah, but it's small though, man.
It's all right, but you know what's good? There's like a
Room to
Lowe's
stretch my
across
legs.
the street, and then there's a BJ's there.
Can you get a BJ there?
Probably.
All right, I'm just
Depends
making
on how
sure.
long.
I'm just making sure. That's all.
If you're a 75, you're an older guy, you probably can. Now, what did you order now for a beer, Luigi?
Well, I got us a Victoria.
You got a Victoria?
Yeah, I got us one too, but she only brought one. She's bringing another one now.
That's all right. I was
I got
drinking the
Dos Equis.
Dos Equis Amber.
Amber.
Dos Equis Amber.
You know what I need just instead of a beer because
What?
I'm not gonna mix beer and tequila.
What?
I'm gonna have the Cabo Flip, which is my standard favorite here.
Now, Luis, explain what a Cabo Flip is. Now.
Stay thirsty, mis amigos.
Yes, thank you.
Cabo Flip is the house margarita that they make here. What again?
And it's $5, by the way,
Pure
today.
agave juices. This is no sweet and sour mix. None of that.
And this isn't like the rot gut.
That's
low
what I meant.
bottom
This
of
is
the
all
barrel.
top shelf stuff, and then they put a shot of the high end Cabo tequila in there,
Right.
And then it's inside the lime shell.
So it's
and
an
then,
empty lime shell that's been
right.
inverted.
And then what you do is you just flip the shell. You flip. That's the Cabo Flip.
Boom.
And then you get an extra shot of tequila inside of there, and you sip that all night long. You're good to go, man. I walk in here, they hand me one as soon as I walk in the door. This is my backyard, man. I come up here and hang out all the time. I'm not here.
Backyard, you live in the Northeast.
I know, but this is where I come and hang out because my backyard sucks. I have a driveway. I live in the city. So what I'm saying is, but I always come up here, and as soon as I walk in the door, they know to greet me. Boom, Cabo Flip right in the hand. I'm up here at least once a week, man.
It's a disgrace.
No, what do you mean it's a disgrace? It's a good job out of me,
listen,
man.
If I were closer, I'd be up here too. I'd live here.
I say so. We don't just come up here to do remotes and hang out with tequila. We hang out here. We're the people. Brian's a good friend of ours.
I took my Italian family when they came in from Italy. Where did we take them, Robin?
Mexican.
Cantina Laredo.
Yeah, but Tony, you can't be mixing Mexican and continental. You know that, man.
No, they were in the mall, and then I said, let's go in.
And your mom is the pickiest eater on the planet,
Yes.
and even she ate.
Yeah, she loves it here at Cantina Laredo. Meanwhile,
Speaking
we got
of
other
there's some
action
mom
today,
action
too. By the way, we mentioned Ed Nasta. You know what Ed Nasta brought today? He always brings us lovely prizes. He had it handmade. He went to the Philadelphia Pretzel Company, Pretzel Factory.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Now, we've seen all kinds of – it was National Pretzel Day the other day, right?
Yes, it was National Pretzel Day.
Now, bring it over to the camera. I want people to see this.
Over there.
And I'll get up to the mic here first.
No, not here. Not here. That camera.
Get
the
up to
camera's
the
over
mic there. And I want Robin to fix the mic instead of worrying about the PA.
Ed Nasta, walk faster.
Now turn right. Bring it to that camera.
Look at
there,
what he
Ed.
had made. Look at this miracle creation.
Robin's got to get back and switch the camera.
Renoir himself couldn't formulate something.
You're
this
right,
Tony. Look at
exactly.
this. Look at that thing, man.
You know what that is?
That's Tony Pretzel right there.
Yeah, we're going to get it. That is the actual profile of the Tony Bruno Show profile that's in our logo. So it's a profile that was done by the people at the Content Factory in Chicago, and then they put it on the martini glasses, and it's used. And so Ed, it looks awesome, man. It's got the microphone. It's got my profile, right? So look good. Now go up to the mic. Ed Nast is one of our favorite regulars and a great guy and a friend.
Just put it on a table behind you, or whatever. I don't want to ruin it.
Don't drop the chalupa.
But the one thing though, Ed, I mean, he didn't bring one drop of mustard.
They got mustard here.
No, it's a Mexican restaurant, Tony. They don't serve mustard. They serve hot sauce.
They got mustard.
Well, they asked me if I wanted mustard, and I said, nah, it's all right.
That's fine. You're going to listen to this guy giving you crap. Now, you
I'm
went
not.
in. So when you went into the Philadelphia Pretzel Factory, did you
Yes.
give them like a picture? What did
Yes,
you say?
yeah, the one from your website.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's the one in Langhorne next to the Reedmans.
Oh, yeah.
They-
Reedman's
they-
only has one location, Route 1 in Langhorne,
It's right.
Pennsylvania.
Right.
It's easy to
and
remember.
they got the
It's Reedman toll now.
Yes.
I didn't realize you had to pay a toll to buy a car.
You got to pay a
yes,
toll
you do.
anywhere, Tony.
Yeah, I know.
but they took in the logo and they said, oh, not a problem. You know,
And then the guy, male or female, who made that?
gentleman there, he's one of the owners.
Okay, so then he whipped that out right in front of you, so to speak?
Handcrafted. Well, not in front of me. No, he had to order it. And I
you had to
did
pre-order it?
yesterday, and he picked up this morning. And said,
That's awesome. I
came
mean,
right
the guy
over.
did a great job.
You can hang that on
Yeah.
a museum wall, man.
I know.
We should hang that in the house.
Should we not eat it and then make it become mummified?
A few
and
more
have
bi-
the mummified remains of a Tony Bruno face?
because it's a fresh bread, you wait 24 hours and it'll become rock hard.
It'll
Yeah,
rock
but see
hard,
that
that's
salt
right.
and those carbs, they're calling. You know what I'm saying?
They are screaming
They're-
my
they're
name.
screaming my name, bro.
That's
We've been-
beautiful. You didn't really have to do that.
I
But
know, but hey,
That's very cool.
we'll get you some tableside
Well,
guac
it
for
is.
that.
It's an international.
It was National Pretzel Day the
Pretzel
other
Day.
day. I don't
Yeah,
think they celebrate it internationally, Robin.
Well, they should.
They should. I mean,
should.
there's
They should.
pretzels in Bavaria and places like
Why
that.
do you have a Russian
I don't know.
I have
thing
a-
that
I
just
have
came
a-
up on your screen?
I don't know. I seen it come up, and I'm like, Tony, what kind of crap are you looking
I
at?
have a
online?
hammer and sickle.
It just
Right.
came randomly up on
It's
your
awesome.
Popped
tablet
up.
screen.
It's awesome.
Am I being? Are
What
the
is
Russians?
The Russians.
Why don't you back out?
you're
Back
being
out.
hacked.
Hit
You're
the,
being
hit the
hacked by
back.
the Russians.
Is Bob Mueller
been
now
hacked.
going to subpoena me and break into my house with FBI agents with guns drawn at
no.
4 a.m.?
Seriously.
I have a
that's
hammer. Put the
hysterical.
camera on this, Robin. I have not touched it. I have no connections to Russians, although I did see a couple of Russian strippers once at what's the strip club up there? The Penthouse Club.
Penthouse Club, bro.
Penthouse Club with many Russian colluders in there.
Seriously, this is hysterical.
This just popped up on my screensaver.
Tony wasn't doing anything, and all of a sudden I look over, I come back, and that's on his screen.
Is that not the hammer and sickle?
Yeah, that's the
Yes,
communist
it is.
hammer sickle.
Wow. I don't know what happened, folks.
Neither
But
do I.
thank you very much, Ed.
As a good Catholic
they're
boy, I have to
watching
run
you,
the
Tony.
church now for
You got-
4 o'clock mass.
Do you really?
Yes,
Is
I
your
do.
brother doing the 4 o'clock mass?
Yes, he is.
Beautiful.
That's a good job out of you.
I'll be back afterwards.
All right, thank you, Ed. Let's give him a roaring round of applause. Phenomenal. Just a great time. Well, we have special requests and dedications and shout-outs.
Already?
Oh, she wants a shout-out?
For what?
Please, can you please give a shout-out to Gus Mazzatelli? No, come on. It's Gus.
There are underage children in here.
I know.
Now, what does it
It's
say
Cinco
on
de
the front?
Mayo.
Jamie's? Is it Jamie's Dance Odyssey? Who's Jamie? Oh,
that's
you guys are in a
fantastic.
dance studio?
Now, what kind of? You have to come up to the microphone.
Yeah, come
What
up to the
kind of-
mic now. What is your name?
Nicole Mazzatelli.
You guys, there's a lot of Italians in here on Cinco
I
de
love it.
Mayo.
I feel at home. This is good, man.
Alyssa, the waitress, had the gold horn on, the silver
My
horn.
daughter is Alyssa.
Now, so this is your son?
That is my son.
And what's his name? Oh, it's Gus.
Antonio. No, Gus is my husband.
Oh, so Gus is your husband, but this is Antonio, your son.
Yes.
Now, Antonio, step up a little bit. This is another Antonio right here.
No
Exactly.
way.
Yeah.
Well, Antonio
Wow.
Bruno, but my mom calls me Antonio. Other people
That's
call me
great.
Anthony or Tony. Most
So,
people call me Tony.
shout
Now, who's the
out.
other lady who didn't want to come over here earlier when you walked in?
That's my sister.
Your
Let's,
sister, she says, I don't want to sit near those people.
let's give her a shout out.
No more shout-outs.
By the way, you
Shout
know,
out to Rachel DeFlippy.
Rachel, now, do you know you're very close to having those jeans be the new style jeans? Have you seen the new jeans that they're selling?
They're completely
Where
shredded.
they're basically, yeah.
They're not jeans, and
Those,
they're really
those
expensive.
are
It's
actually really
ridiculous.
cool.
Yeah,
The
no,
other
those
ones
are
I don't
cool. Those are like the shredded with the razors.
But if
now
you
they
went-
sell these jeans that are like you're completely bare,
You don't-
except there's like
You don't have to
straps.
spend money. All you have to do is be poor. You can get them
Go to
yourself.
Goodwill, get a pair of used jeans, and slice them up yourself.
But we have our second entry.
Oh, we got our
coming up.
second now. Have you had our tequila teenies here today?
Tequila teeny, baby.
That's right.
This is the second one. We invented tequila teenies today for this
I've
show.
never had one, but cheers.
Thank you.
I had a margarita. I'm good.
Did you have
Oh,
a
you're
margarita?
good. There
Did you
you
have
go.
the
Boom.
Cabo flip?
I did. I think that's what. No.
$5 for Cabo flip. You can't get
$5
There you go. Nice.
sun and sunshine.
sun and sunshine.
Sun and sunshine.
Sunshine margarita.
Now, what's this little girl's name here?
This is Alyssa.
That's
That's
oh,
Alyssa?
That's Alyssa.
My Alyssa. Not
That's her, Alyssa.
Yes.
Now, is the dance is the Jamie's Dance Odyssey nearby here?
No, we're competing.
They're competing, Tony.
Walk up to the mic again. Now, where's the competition?
Where's the competition?
Okay, you have to come closer.
You have to come to the
because
microphone.
We can't hear you.
I know we're trying to remember. It's a middle school, right?
Oh,
like
okay.
down
But
the
it's up
street.
here in this area?
Yeah, it's in.
But so
King
where's
Prussia.
your
Both
dance?
of you guys are competing today?
We are in Deptford, New Jersey.
Oh, you're in Deptford, New Jersey.
Jamie's Dance
Oh,
Odyssey.
that's fantastic.
Joe,
Joe.
our buddy Joe Carrazzo lives there.
Corrado, yeah, he lives
Joe
know,
Corrado.
we know
I co-
Joe.
You know Joe Corrado?
No,
yeah.
no. It's like his last name, Tony.
I know, it's a fake.
Italian, we're Joe.
Forza Corrado on Twitter. He's a big Deptford guy. He's always criticizing
Huge. The
Deptford
mall.
and the Deptford Mall.
We're always in Deptford, literally.
That's where I go. No, I live
So you
in
go to-
South Philly, but I refuse to buy any kind of soda or any sugary drinks. So I drive over the bridge so I don't have to pay the Philadelphia soda tax just to stick it to Mayor Kenny.
So do you know the Jug Handle Inn?
Just move in.
The Jug Handle Inn in Cinnamon. Do you know the Jug Handle Inn?
I do.
And you know, they have the Tony Bruno
he has
wing.
his- he has his
Walk
own
over to
sauce on the
mic.
menu.
We can't hear
I
you.
love dive bars.
He has his own
There's
sauce
the,
on the menu.
Tony Bruno sauce. The wings at the Jug Handle Inn. There's a Tony
best
Bruno
sauce.
sauce.
Yeah, we both own pizzerias. And my wings.
Oh.
This
Little
is not a
Sicily. Can I
pizzeria. The
give a
Jug
shout
Handle
out
Inn's
to
a
my
bar,
pizzeria?
wing bar.
No.
Where? Who's got the
Sicily
best
pizza,
wings?
Somerdale, baby.
I don't know. The Tony Bruno sauce at the
Jug Handle Inn
is
are the
pretty
they're the
damn
biggest
fantastic.
wings on
Now
earth.
I'll talk. Vero Pizza in Belmar, New Jersey.
I'm not talking about pizza. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
but-
wings.
Wings are our specialty, and
Are they breaded? Are they breaded or regular?
No, regular.
All right.
And Antonino's in Blackwood, New Jersey.
It's all those Italian joints, man.
Yeah, they are.
Little
All-
Sicily pizza in Somerdale. Best wings ever. Mild, baby.
I live close to Somerdale. Maybe I'll have to try them
Can
out.
you come by? Somerdale? Say hi to
I live
Gus.
in Mayfair, so.
He's the bald man.
Gus?
Gustavo. Gus.
Gustavo.
Shout
Not
out-
Gus
Shout out to
Mazzatelli.
Gus and his mild wings.
And his
Not
mild.
the Gus Bus.
Beautiful.
That's what they call him.
Wow.
Well, good luck in the dance competition.
Did you
Yes.
guys do it already, or you're going over?
Actually, it would be break a leg. Anytime you're performing, it's
All right,
always
break a leg. All right, snap a neck. All right,
It's actually
snap a neck. That's all the luck in the world right there. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Break a leg.
All right.
If you say good luck, it's bad luck.
Herniated this, guys.
Who's got a herniated disc? I already did. That's why I get injections.
Meanwhile, our second selection is over here. We have phone lines lit up. We got Clark from Minnesota on the line.
Let's
Tony.
go to Minnesota, where we were at the Mall of America, and I believe it's finally stopped snowing there.
It has thawed. The great thaw has happened, Tony.
Hey, let's go.
Oh,
Hey, what's going on today, man?
Tony Bruno.
How are you, man? Did we see
Breaking
you?
news from Lake City, Minnesota. The snow has actually melted in my backyard.
Oh, that's breaking news. It's going to
It's
be the breaking news sounder. Because you guys just had a big snowstorm, a week and a half ago?
2 weeks ago, I got
had a nor'easter
15
come
inches
through.
of snow, and I'm like, what's up with that? I wanted to play golf.
It's an outrage. Yeah, we saw actually the place where we did our Super Bowl in downtown Minneapolis near the Mall of America, where we did our Super Bowl party at Town Hall Brewery. They had to close
Which
that
is a
one night.
beautiful place.
What?
Yeah, they had to close because of the snowstorm
That's
that night.
Who closes in Minnesota for snow?
That's what I'm saying. It was like a shock, big storm, and like all downtown was shut down, right?
That's right, and we call it here, when it gets so wet, it's heart attack snow. You don't go out there and shovel it because it's so darn wet. You'll, have a heart attack moving an inch of snow.
Yeah, it's
What are you
really
gonna
heavy
do?
wet. We had one of those, too. We had crazy weather here this spring, and it's finally turned into spring. We had 90-degree weather this week for 3 days.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And now it's going to be in the 70s next week. So this has been one of the craziest springs ever because winter never went away. It stayed cold. It was actually warm in March, and then it got cold in April. And now we're in May, and we had a couple of warm days, but now it's going to cool off again. Robin, you're spilling the drink.
Well,
She's got it all over the
Robin,
computer.
that's alcohol abuse.
Robin ripped Luigi, and now what does she do? Damn, Robin.
Come on, man.
We can't take her anywhere.
She has one sip.
No, you know
One
why?
sip.
Because she's had these headphones on, and she hit the wire with them. It's an outrage.
Oh, there you go.
So the weather's nice now in Minnesota?
Well, Tony, it's beautiful. It's 80 degrees right now, and it's spring. But I just wanted to call and tell you guys I've been following you, Mr. Tony Bruno, since I used to live in Napa Valley, St. Helena, California. I remember the fabulous Bruno with Mr. Gary Radnich.
Yep. Now, you're
Nobody
St.
does
Helena?
that.
You lived in St. Helena?
Pardon me? I'm sorry.
Where did you live in Napa Valley?
I moved back.
No, but
St.
where in
Helena?
Napa Valley did you say? St. Helena? Or St. Helena,
St.
it's
Helena,
actually.
yeah.
Is it Helena
St.
or
Helena,
Helena?
yes.
It's
Sorry.
St. Helena.
It's a Helena.
Yes.
You know what they have up there, right, Robin?
That's right.
In St. Helena? The mud baths.
Mud
Isn't
baths?
Isn't that what Doc
Oh,
Wilkerson's
that's in
is?
Calistoga.
Oh, Calistoga, that's
just
right.
a little bit
Calistoga
north
has Calistoga has the mud baths.
They have like good mud.
Yeah, you go
Right.
inside a tub and you basically get in this mud. It smells bad, but it's good for your body.
What do they
But
put
it
in
feels great.
It
Have
feels
you done
great.
it,
Yeah.
Tony?
Yes, Doc Wilkinson's in Calistoga,
Yeah.
California.
I want to try.
That's
I want to
good.
try a mud bath, like a
Calistoga,
mineral
California
bath or
knowledge.
something.
Well, I have a lot of Napa, Sonoma, Calistoga, St. Helena, and of course, the Steve Mariucci's annual tournament's coming up next month.
Ooch.
That's right.
Mooch,
are you
baby.
going to go out for the bocce ball?
The Campo de Bocce.
They might need you to come in there, Tony.
I can't. That's going to be right up my day of my surgery. I'm getting my eye.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I'll step in for you.
Yeah, I know.
I'll step in for you, Tony.
Well, best wishes.
So why did you move from
Yeah,
Napa
send
Valley to
Luigi.
Minnesota?
My parents were ailing.
Oh,
so
okay.
I had to,
Not that there's
yeah,
anything wrong with
move
Minnesota.
back home.
Okay.
I told you, man. I've been wanting to
Yeah,
go back.
no,
Since
go.
when it thawed, I wanted to go back to Minnesota. And check
No,
out the place.
Minnesota's beautiful. I only saw 9,000
Minnesota's
of the
great.
10,000 lakes. So I
Yeah.
wanted to see the other 1,000.
Exactly. I only saw the mall. I only saw the mall parking lot for 30 seconds. So I'm dashing in minus 21-degree weather.
We know every single
Oh,
store in the
Luigi.
Mall of America. I know that.
Luigi, you got to come back in the summertime. You'd love it. It's great. Get
I'm
on a
try-
boat, do a little fishing.
I'm trying to come
party,
back,
and,
man.
and watch the. Yeah.
I'm trying to come back.
But I'd like to tell you guys that I might as well thank my Minnesota Twins for participating in this year's Major League Baseball season.
I know, man. The
Is it
Twins
over?
are. That's over, Tony.
They're not as bad as the Royals,
No,
are
but
they?
it's over, man. They're
Well,
bad.
no, well, luckily they're in a crappy division, but
Yeah, it is a
it's
crappy
over.
division. But I mean, look at Baltimore. Look at some of these teams. How
Yeah, but
bad
the Twins are in bad shape.
the
man.
Twins are in bad shape. But remember, the Royals were in the World Series a couple years ago,
They were,
and now they're just awful.
but they lost a lot of players too. Though,
Yeah,
man.
Oh.
it's an outrage, man.
You guys want Miguel Sano in Philly. I mean, he'll hit a home run and strike out 300 times, but when he hits it a long way, it goes a long way.
We got Carlos Santana, who's got a couple of home runs, and everybody thought he was going to come in here and light it up.
Sanu's one of those guys, man. Like you say, if he gets a hold of it, it's gone. It's just if he gets a hold of it,
Yes.
that's the problem.
If he gets a hold of it.
Yeah, he's an all or nothing guy. I mean,
what the best part is when you play early. Now that you have an outdoor stadium for the Twins. When you play early season games and the team stinks, it's really pleasurable to go out to the ballpark.
Yeah, but Dozier's a nice player. Buxton's a good.
I'm talking about sitting outside in bad weather.
Oh, hell with that, bro.
They don't have a dome for baseball anymore.
I can't. No, it's a nice park, though. It's a really nice stadium. I saw the stadium. I've seen the layout of it. It's really nice, man.
And, they're building a new MLS stadium down there, too.
Really nice.
They are building.
We drove by it. They're building the new MLS stadium right down there near the fairgrounds.
That's right. Oh, so you're over in St. Paul.
That's where we were.
We went to St. Paul.
I think they're the Loons.
The Loons, that's right. The Loons, that's the Minnesota MLS team.
Both a
MLS
hysterical
team.
name and an unfortunate
Miss
name at the
Robin.
same time. Hello.
Well, it's great to talk to you, man. And thanks for giving us an update on the great Twin Cities area. Did they still say be bold, the bold north up there? No, the Phillies say be bold.
Right, they're the bold north.
They're the bold
They will
north.
forever be the bold north.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to be bold to go north during the winter time.
We were saying a couple of weeks ago that we were sick of the bold north, so because go away snow. We wanted to be like the bold spring.
Yeah, I don't blame
exactly
you.
right.
But I got to
The
ask.
mild north.
I got to ask Clark this because he's been following you.
What up,
since-
Luigi?
I got to ask him this because he's been following you for so long. Is that why didn't he come out to Radio Row to come say hi to us during?
I know. Why didn't you come to the Mall of America?
I was going to. I was 60 miles away, and we were going to. But my dad's gambling, and he passed away earlier this week. So
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. We're getting backed up on Tequila Teeny entries over here.
No, I actually just requested.
I'm sorry, Miss Robin.
So
No, don't
Clark,
apologize. What up?
just so that you know, so I requested because we almost had a major accident. Thank God for these little computer keyboard condoms that they have.
Yes.
Because it would have
We
been a
always have
really
safe
major
computers.
disaster.
And when she says
blew your keyboard with a drink.
Oh, I almost
no.
spilled a tequila.
Because she's
Teeny.
got these earbuds that have a wire, and so when she tries to pull something across them,
it's snagged on the
Right,
bottom.
but you
And martini glasses are notoriously
they're
the
hard to
worst
hold.
glasses ever. So what I've requested is they're going to line
Yeah,
up
they are.
they're going to line up the tequila teenies to look all pretty in the front, but then they're going to give us little tasters.
Can we go back to where you said we almost had an accident? You almost had an accident.
Did I not
Well,
say
Miss
I?
Robin, you gotta get Mr. Tony to buy you those new Apple ear thingies. My wife has those. And,
We'll see.
wireless
We'll
stuff.
see what happens after the
Those,
Derby. All right,
the
Clark. Let's not.
AirPods or whatever they're
if
called.
we hit a trifecta or a
We're
superfecta,
closing this place down tonight, bro.
damn right.
I might get out of the Northeast.
I'm going to
right, well,
walk
who-
home.
So what do you got in the Kentucky Derby? I haven't,
We'll give him the
you haven't
picks, Tony.
done
Give
your
him the picks.
Stone Cold Locks
All right,
yet?
here we are. Let me give you the boxes right now. People want to know what's in the box.
Okay.
Luigi. You ready?
Go for it, Tony.
Here's the exacta. I have
Yes,
a
I am,
$5 exacta box. 7, 11, 14. $5 exacta box. Those are your three winners in any order. That's what the box means. It means the 14 could win, the 7 could win, or the 11. It doesn't matter which order. As long as those are the top three horses, I'm cashing that baby. The 14 horse, which is Mendelssohn. I have Mendelssohn.
You got it. You're all over it, Mr. Tony.
Mendelssohn, of course, is the European horse. And he's trying to break the jinx of the European shipper because horses that come over from Dubai and other parts of the world and try to run in the Derby have not been able to win. This horse seems to be great. He did come in on Monday. I said he didn't come in until Thursday. He came in Monday from Dubai, but they kept him in quarantine.
Right.
Which means he's not even allowed on the track.
Wow.
He's not even allowed on
Right.
the track.
Wow.
So he didn't actually start working out on the track until Wednesday and Thursday.
Now, there's an interesting phenomenon that we read about that
The fact that people, when they travel the world, you get jet lag, especially when you're
Right.
coming from Dubai, to Kentucky.
and because horses, especially race horses, are so sensitive to all sorts of things, I would have assumed that they would be as sensitive to flying. But there are studies now that show that horses that fly within the first 48 hours of them returning actually run better.
Dude.
I hear you.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're not getting this knowledge anywhere
Well,
else.
No, anywhere else. But Miss Robin, where do they put the horses? Like down the cargo hold? I mean, must they have to give them like Dramamine or something, or
No.
at least some
Oh,
champagne.
no.
before they stop. I mean,
With race horses and like horses that fly back and forth for Olympics and things like that.
Yeah, they have a special shipping container where they have trainers
It's not
with
just
them.
special
Oh.
shipping containers. It's a special type of airplane.
Well,
that
yeah, but
they'll
they're
use
not throwing them in the cargo
No,
hold.
it's not. It's a completely.
yeah, exactly.
Did they fly in with Meek Mill and the
They're
Sixer
not on
owners
United
playing? I
Airlines,
think
the
Meek Meek
over it.
Mill
I think,
gets on the seat.
I think Menlin's ringing the bell tonight down at Wells Fargo.
You
They're
guys
gonna
got-
bring the horse in and
you know
ring the
what?
bell.
You guys are great, and I really enjoy your program, and take care, and happy Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you. Same to you now. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the great
All
Clark.
right.
You follow him on Twitter, Luis?
No,
I thought you said you were following him on Twitter.
no, I didn't say I was following him.
All right, so I gave you the first exact about. By the way, this lovely young lady's got to walk up to the mic now. She's filming us, and she's part of the festivities today. And I'm trying to read her name, and she's too far away.
She's
Can I
not,
say
it ain't gonna happen, Captain.
Why not?
She's like, it ain't gonna happen. She's giving you the no sign, but she has a Chinese fortune on the back of her phone.
She does?
From a fortune cookie on the back of her phone.
She's got a dollar bill in there,
What does
too.
that say? What does the fortune say on the back of on your cell phone?
Now walk up to the mic now.
She'll bring
Okay,
a
now
little
I'm
closer.
gonna try to pronounce your name without knowing how.
It says you
So
are free
sheets-
to invent your life.
I can't see it, so let me.
Shits,
No, wait.
Shits.
So sheets.
No, it's not what it is. Can you walk up? I just want to see all the
She's
way.
not gonna go on the mic.
XOCHITL.
That's like 78 points in Scrabble, dude. Seriously.
It has to start with an S sound, right?
Yes.
So sheets. So
No,
shit-
there's an L at the end, Rob, and
I
the L's
know.
not silent.
So shield.
Is the L silent?
So shield.
So
So
shield.
So shield.
CHITL. So there's an
shield.
L. I don't know where you got sheet.
Well, because there's a T.
But there's an L at the end.
Well,
you
either-
don't leave the L off except for savings.
I
Right.
figured
When you
that
go
either-
dial-a-mattress, you leave the last L off for savings.
I figured either the T or the L was silent. I wasn't sure
Well,
which
if
one.
X is
If she
silent.
would just say her name into the microphone, we could put this to
I
rest.
know,
but
she
it's not
wouldn't
gonna
do it.
happen. You
No,
are
so
free
Sheila,
to
please walk up to the mic.
She
Because I
won't
have
do
to
it.
ask you a couple questions.
So she
So
says
she-
good. She said we got
Okay,
it
but
perfect.
no, I have to ask you a couple questions, though, because you are part of the Cinco de Mayo celebration here
Come
at
on, you can
Cantina
get on.
Laredo.
I'll film you. Give me your phone.
Yes.
I'll film you. There you go.
Now, I saw you up there.
There you go.
Now you have lovely garb on today.
There you go.
Now, come on over here now.
Right
to
there.
the mic here.
What am I gonna
So
say?
now,
Step up.
now you were taking pictures earlier in front of the big Fiesta sign, right? So explain what your participation is here in the Cinco de Mayo at Cantina Laredo.
Well, currently I'm just just leaning the host desk right now. But later
what
on,
desk?
Sorry.
What desk?
The hostess
Oh,
desk.
the hostess desk.
He
Yeah,
thought
the
you said the
hostess.
host desk.
I'm like, what?
No.
I was like,
the
what?
hostess
Come on,
desk.
Luigi. What's
I
wrong
asked
with
what
you, man?
desk? It's Cantina Laredo.
Yeah, yeah. So we're taking down the reservations. We're setting up the tables for tonight. Tonight I'm actually gonna be performing here. So I'm a
No, you're one of the
dancer.
performers?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm
You
one
know,
of the
are you
dancers
with
here.
the Ballet
Yeah,
Folklorico
that's
Dance
me right
Grupo
there.
de
Beautiful.
Danza
Yeah.
Nuevo, Mexico?
Exactly. We're gonna be here tonight around 10 o'clock. So
10 p.m.
Yeah, we're gonna be waiting for people here. We're gonna be performing on the other side of the restaurant. We're gonna have some Mexican songs, Mexican folklore right here. So we're gonna be waiting for the rest of the customers to come.
Awesome.
So ballet, it's ballet, right?
Ballet, yeah.
Ballet Folklorico Dance Grupo de Danza Nuevo Mexico.
Mexico.
That means the group of new
that's
dance.
us.
That's the group of new dances, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it translates to like group of dance New Mexico. I guess you can translate it to. But yeah, we're I guess a group of dance that we are set up in Norristown in St. Patrick's Church.
Okay.
Yeah,
beautiful.
we're a team up of mostly Mexicans, I guess we can say, but anyone is welcome to join us.
Now, do you know DJ Gabriel, who'll be playing music
Of
from
course,
6 to 1?
yeah, I love DJ Gabriel. We have him every year, and he's gonna be amazing tonight because I love the way he plays.
Well,
the
we are
music.
going to be partaking.
Yeah, we can't wait. We can't
Exactly.
wait
It's
to see
going to be
everybody
good. People think just because we're here doing a
Okay.
couple-hour show, this party's going
You
all
have
night.
a job to do tonight,
What?
Sushil. You need to get Tony Bruno dancing.
Hell yeah, I'll get you
I can't. I
dancing
got
with
sciatica.
me.
I can only dance
No,
on
it's
one leg.
good.
Actually, that's a famous Mexican traditional dance right there. See,
Oh,
I-
don't
Only if
worry,
they-
I'll
only if
get
they
you
bust
dancing
out
on
some
the
Daddy
dance floor
Yankee.
with me.
Can
I'll
you
get you
bust-
dancing
can
with
you-
me.
it's like the
don't
Humpty dance.
worry.
First, you shake to the side like your leg was broken. That's what you do, Tony.
Do you have any Daddy Yankee? You
I
can
got
play
some
on
Daddy
the
Yankee.
leg.
I
Yeah,
got
we
some
got
Daddy
Daddy
Yankee.
Give me a
Yankee.
little
No problem,
gasolina,
yeah.
Luigi. I need a little gasolina to get started, man.
We'll dance to anything you want, okay? Yeah, we'll try everything.
That's one of my favorite songs of all time. I know it's old and tired, but it's one of those legendary songs that never goes away, right?
Right.
Daddy
yeah,
Yankee
no.
is still
Never
cranking out
dies.
hits.
Oh yes, he gets a new song every time, every year, and then they all are hits. So he always has good songs for us.
Now, so what kinds of dances do you do now in your group?
It's just Mexican, like traditional Mexican dances that we do. Yeah, I guess the ones that mariachi plays. We're actually gonna have a mariachi here tonight.
I love mariachi, man.
I do too.
Yeah,
Seriously,
so
I do.
It's gonna be amazing.
You can't be
tonight.
happy, or you cannot not be happy.
You mean
when
you
you're,
can't be unhappy, Robin?
I know.
That's a double negative. You
but
cannot
I
not
wanted
be
to
happy.
use the word happy rather than unhappy.
Use guises over there.
I know. Use guises. Whatever. Okay,
You're setting a poor example.
It is impossible to not be happy.
Of course.
When you're listening to mariachi music. It puts a smile on your face. It's kind of the same as
And it gets you dancing.
steel
too.
drums. Steel drums do that to me too.
They don't do that for me.
You don't
I'm
steel-
annoyed by the steel drum.
What is
If you're
wrong
in a
with
tropical
you?
location.
I've never been to a tropical location. If I hear a steel drum, someone's stealing it in my neighborhood. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, bro. I mean,
You got guys
Oh,
playing
be real, man.
In
What
his
the hell?
neighborhood, they got guys with Home Depot buckets upside down, banging on them in the streets. And those guys are good, by the way. You ever see those dudes playing the Home
Absolutely,
Depot
man.
buckets? Those 5-gallon buckets? They're talent,
Yeah,
man.
it's not Def Leppard. It's Broke Panther. That's what's
So we got it right. Robin got it. Robin did the worst interpretation of your correct name.
She got it right.
got it
No,
right
she got it right. At
eventually.
the end, yeah,
Well,
eventually
I'm waiting
she
for
No,
got
the
it
I
dance.
had to keep yelling about the L, which you keep leaving out.
Exactly.
So Shield.
right. Yes.
I got
perfect.
like
Thank you.
whatever.
That is not a common name, right? That is not a common
it's
name.
not a common name. It's actually one of the words of an Aztec dialect from Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean it's part of a dialect, and it also is it's a name for one of the Aztec princesses in Mexico.
Oh, wow. I
So-
did
You
not
get a
know
history
that.
lesson here, bro. You
History.
could,
Yeah, it has a history.
We're here to
behind
learn.
it.
L-
This isn't just about drinking tequila
Yeah.
L
and great
is
beer
All the
L is for
Mexican
learning.
culture
and
right
tableside
here.
guac. This is about learning on this show.
and you're going to learn today.
Damn right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Now we can
Thank you
take
guys.
pictures over there in front of the big
Yes.
Fiesta sign.
Lots of fun in taking pictures.
Beautiful. Let's give her a roaring round of applause, Louise. So she'll.
All right.
That was awesome.
Now
All
we
right.
need to get to not only are we backed up with 2 tequilatini recipes,
I'm backed up thanks to prednisone and
That's what I was gonna
Vicodin.
say,
I'll tell
that's
you
why
that.
You're backed up.
but we have
Tableside guac coming too.
tableside guac coming made for us exclusively by.
I can't see the
I
gentleman's
can't
name
see
now.
your name. Chez?
Chez.
Chez is
Not
made-
Shay. It's Chez, right?
Chez.
It's Chez. So the C is hard, right? It's a hard C.
Everyone here has just difficult names to pronounce. man.
No, Chez. See, it's spelled C-H-E-Z.
I'm going to call you Rick. We're going to go with that.
No, it's it's spelled C-H-E-Z, right? But some people would say it's Shay, right?
Shay.
Right. And I'm like, how?
Well, like
It's Chez, man.
Shay, like Chez Vu Ballroom on Broad and Olney
Yes.
back in the day, man.
Yeah, I know
Jerry
what you mean,
Blavitt.
The C-H-E.
C-H-E, yeah.
I
But
like
it's
it.
Chez.
You hear that? You hear those fresh utensils in his
Yeah.
hands? Can we start passing the drinks around now? What's next, Robin? What's the we got the pink one first and
Well,
then the
no,
orange
they
one.
were going to bring us some little
Okay.
tasters because I really, seriously.
Now Chez is making the
we already
tableside
had
guac
one
right now. Do we have
mishap.
the camera on Chez making the tableside guac?
Robin's
we
going to get
do.
the camera on there.
It's already done.
It is? No, it's not. He's just starting it. What do you put, a little
It's
garlic in
already
there at the
on there.
bottom? Now, what is that, Chez?
Little guac seasoning. Just a little guac seasoning.
A little what?
Rock seasoning.
Guacamole.
Make
Oh,
it.
guac
oh,
seasoning.
So Mickey Delaney checks in on Facebook Live. He says, I hope my boy Jack wins the Kentucky Derby. I hope our boy Jack is still sober by the start of the Kentucky
Exactly
Derby.
right, man.
And then he also says, leave Robin alone. She can talk whatever way she wants.
Well, that's true. Now he's got the lime. He's juicing the lime right
Chez,
in there,
I
man.
have a request, though. Can we put the rest of the avocados down below so that we can see what you're doing?
No, that's built into the table, isn't it?
No. It's just a little tray.
I actually I want to take a piece of your portrait over there and dip it in the guacamole.
Look at them guacs, man.
Perfect.
Look at that, dude.
Them real ripe guacs right there.
That's good, healthy fats right there, too. and
Yes, it
avocado
is.
Right there, brother.
Yes, it is. It's part of a nutritious Cinco de Mayo lunch and Derby Day. Now, nobody coming in with big hats yet, though.
Not yet. Well, Brian's got a hat on.
Yeah, Brian's got a Derby hat.
Brian.
But the men's Derby hats are more subdued.
Nah, it's Fugazi, dude. You can't be wearing a hat when you're the guy at the Derby. Women wear the hats at the
No,
Derby.
guys wear hats too, but not
Yeah.
outlandish hats.
Specifics,
No, man. Run it through the garden.
I don't
Run
want
it through
any.
the garden.
I don't want any onion in mine, though. I don't want any.
As Sebastian Maniscalco says.
I'll put it on the side, okay?
All right,
That's
thanks.
what Sebastian Maniscalco said, the great comedian. He says when he goes to Subway, he's like, "What do you want?" He goes, "Just run it through the garden."
Run it through the garden.
I'm like, yeah.
Run it through the garden, man. Put everything in there. That's it.
That's great. Now, see that guac? That's the way you do it. You just go around it, and then it pops open.
But you
And then you tap. You don't
Right.
tap that nut and pull it out, or you just
No,
you
but-
do that trick with the.
just twist it.
No, I'm saying the side with the nut in it, the side with the
well,
seed.
You'll see what he does. You'll see what he does in a second. He's gonna pop it
Just like this.
Okay.
and off. But you can
See,
also.
now I've seen the dudes when they get the sharp knife and they hit the thing
reason-
and they take it out.
The reason why is because the avocado is not completely ripe yet. It's still hard.
Yeah, but these are soft.
Well, yeah, but
these
as
are ripe.
you saw, he cut through that with a butter knife.
Yeah, exactly.
These avocados are ready to go. But when you have a premature avocado,
Yes.
you need to you need to
Anything
cut along its
premature
axis.
is not good,
Of
man.
course, you need to work a little harder with it. But then what you
Exactly.
do is you have to take a knife and put that inside the pit and then twist and remove.
Sometimes if you warm it up a little bit first, you can take care of that prematurity.
Because that's what I'm about to do.
Now, Wesley Duncan says, what tequila will Tony be drinking today? The answer to that is, what tequila will Tony not be drinking today? Because we are sampling all tequilas
Yes,
from
we
all
are.
over the place, man.
It's Cinco de Mayo. Come on.
Right.
And as I said to all of our guests here from Mexico, we know what they call Cinco de Mayo today in Mexico, right?
May 5th.
May 5th. Because they don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo, right? It's American. It's an American invention. We know what happened on Cinco de Mayo? The Mexicans won a temporary victory and then lost again 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like Americans always say it's the Mexican Independence Day. It's like
It's not.
They were independent for like 2 weeks. That's not exactly the Independence
But
Day.
no, but then they won it back.
Then they want it back later, but the May
Well, you had to wait
5th
for the
was-
series to
yeah.
unfold. You know what I mean? You went to the garden. Yeah, you got to let the
May
series
5th
unfold.
was
you know?
They
not
had to
the
let
huge
they had to let the agave plants ripen properly.
Exactly, Tony. If you
And
do it
then they got it
prematurely, it's not going to work for you.
Exactly right.
And just like everything else, what Americans have done for St. Patty's Day, for Cinco de Mayo, for name what another holiday, they always add drinks to it. So
Chaz is working out. Look at that. It's nice and creamy now, man. That's nice and creamy, man. Nice.
Oh.
Look at that tableside guac.
No, we need some fresh chips, though, man. We can't be doing this with this.
No, we're going to get it. What do you want the man to do?
I'm just
The
saying,
man's
man.
working the ones and twos over there, man.
You got the mortar and pestle out. You know what I mean?
He's just gone double fork on that.
Oh, there we go.
Double fork.
There we go.
You know what you got to put in the? You know what else?
A little lime.
No, well he did the lime in
Already
the
did
beginning.
lime. I got cilantro.
He's
I
got cilantro.
Heavy cilantro. Got to go heavy cilantro, though.
Not heavy cilantro.
No, heavy cilantro.
Don't tell the man. Don't be.
I'm telling him what to make better guacamole.
No.
I'm fixing everyone's guacamole,
Luigi,
Tony.
you shush up.
No, you shush
they
up.
know exactly what they're doing.
I'm just saying
That's what he does.
I'm saying heavy
No,
cilantro.
You don't go someplace and tell them how to do their thing.
No, I asked for heavy cilantro. That's all. You can
Then
ask
get
for
your
more.
heavy cilantro on the side. I don't like a lot of cilantro on mine. This is table side guac.
Tony
This isn't
likes
Luigi's
it the way
guac.
he makes it perfect.
Oh,
Damn right.
You know what, man? You guys are ruining this. You want to ruin it? Ruin it.
Ruin it. You
Ruin
want
it.
extra
You wanna
cilantro, you put it on at the end.
How many more tequila teams we got to wait? Because you need a sip of it. You're getting a little ornery. You and
Yeah.
Robin.
Oh,
Ornery.
Clark C. Simpson said that it wasn't even against the U.S., it was against the French that
All
Cinco
right.
de Mayo was.
Yeah, who said
Yeah.
it was again? Now, that was the Mexican-American War was totally different.
Get some facts and come back
Cinco
and
de
see.
Mayo, the French were taken out and were knocked
Yeah.
out by the Mexicans. And then a couple of weeks later, the stinking French, like they did with along with the Dutch and the British, those three criminal countries, started like taking over. And Spain, don't forget to throw Spain in.
Yes.
You had Spain, you had the Dutch, you had the French, and you had the Brits, basically trying to take over every island
And
in
out
the
of
world.
the three, the Dutch and the Brits were the worst.
Absolutely, they were.
I mean, I say that with all.
Damn right they were.
Since I'm
And they
one of
still
them.
are, by the way.
Pretty much.
Now, the Dutch don't take over anymore.
No, they can't even run their own country. Now, I gave you one exacta box, right? We already gave you the first $5.
Right.
Let me give you the second one. It's a $1 exacta. It's the 14 horse. Again, Mendelssohn has to
Outside,
come
yep.
up big for us. Mendelssohn with the 1 through the 13, actually with the 1 through the 20.
If this
So
horse
it's
threw-
Mendelssohn to win, and then any of the horses from 1 to 20,
We went all.
we win. We
Boom.
win that exacta.
Look at that puree guac right there, bro.
Oh man. So there's another. That's a $1 exacta box. So 14 wins, we win the exacta.
Yep.
It's that simple.
And which
the
will be a
fourth-
few $100s in this race.
It could be.
It will be.
Now we have a trifecta, 50-cent trifecta, Luigi. Here it is, 7, 11, 14 again. Those are my three key horses.
Love 7-Eleven.
7-11. You're not going to go in and get a Slurpee.
No.
If we lose, we won't even be able to afford to go in and get a
Probably
Slurpee.
not.
7, 11, and 14 with 1 through 20.
Okay.
So it's basically those three horses, and then you have the field from 1 through 20, counting if one of those three horses.
See, that's what we want to do, though. When you get the Derby, you peg a few horses up top, and then you just hope for bombs away behind it. That's what you want to do.
Exactly right.
Now, it was raining heavy at Churchill Downs earlier this afternoon. The rain did stop, and like you said, Tony,
That track drains well, so it's not going to be slop. If it stops now, it's not going to be slop by the time they get this race off in an hour and a half from now. All right, now I have another 50 trifecta. This is 14 with the 5 through 18. All right? So it's the 14 with the 5 through 18 in that trifecta, which is the 3 horses that you're talking about. You need the top 3 horses to win. And then I have I have another exact. I'm sorry, I missed the other.
That's
$1
the bigger
exact.
Yeah, the $1 exact.
This is the 6, 9, and 10 with the 7, 11, and 14. So you got 6, 9, and 10. 3 of those other horses that we've liked in the mix.
The 6 was a little bit off, but we
No, I like the 6. No, the 6 is not. The 6 is getting a lot of love from people.
I was giving him mad love.
The 6 is the is Good Magic. Good Magic is the 6. The 9 horse, of course, is Hofburg, another one of those horses that some people like. And then you have the 10 horse, which is my boy
Jack. My boy Yak.
Jack in there. And then finally we have the $1 Superfecta.
The granddaddy of them all.
This is a $72 ticket.
That's a lot of quiche on one bet.
$72 to bet this kind of Superfecta. 7, 11, 14 with the 6, 7, 9 through 11. 14 with 6, 7, 9 through 11 through 14, basically. So 9 through 14. It's a complicated bet.
If 7, put it this way, if 7, 11, 14 come out
We're
first, second, and
cashing.
third, Tony and I are going to go bonkers in this freaking
We
place.
will cash every single
It's going to be
ticket.
Cinco de every day, yo.
You're damn right.
That's exactly what's going to. Tony and I may actually move down to Mexico and
You're
buy
damn-
the damn place.
Damn right.
That's what might happen. All right.
I'm going to climb the wall and sneak into Mexico if we win tonight. How about that?
Brian Bodis checking in saying, Ron Hurst in the house, baby. Ron, hey, man. He's a beautiful man. He loves you guys. That's what he says.
Love Ron Hurst.
Now, because he's going to the turf club over there on Cotman Avenue.
I know.
In the Roosevelt Mall, which is the mall that everyone used to go to. They don't go there anymore. Okay. So why don't you dip into a little bit of that fresh guac over there?
Let me get some tableside guac.
But those tequila teas are they going to lose their quality the longer
No.
they sit?
I just talked to Christina. She's gonna take care of us because I don't want to. I mean,
I
want to
make sure every contestant's getting their just due. That's why.
Exactly.
How was it, Tony? Es
Excellent.
bon.
Excellent.
Bien.
Muy bien, gas.
No, it's quality.
That's really good.
That's quality. You told me a long time ago it's not professional to eat on the air, but I'm not a professional, so it's okay.
I'm not either. Not anymore.
619-924-9874. 619-924-9874. We got the phone lines are wide open. Tony just gave you the Derby picks. Now you're going to read off. Were you getting ready to read off something else that's going on for tonight on that memo you have there?
I mentioned the dance we talked to. We talked about the
dance.
Vale Folclorico dance by Grupo de Danza Nuevo Mexico.
It's pretty good by you, buddy.
That's coming up at 10 o'clock tonight.
Oh, a late
Now,
night
did
action.
you right here, Tony, on this piece of paper?
That's the one I was referring to.
No, there was another piece of paper that's long and slender. That goes
That's
up.
what she said.
I'm long and slender.
Oh, no, this one
No,
right
no,
here,
no.
Tony.
There, that one.
What's that one?
This right here. Oh, you
Those
haven't
are
seen
the
this yet.
Yeah,
This
those
is the prizes.
These
Oh,
are
these are the prizes for the tequila team?
No, not. These are the prizes that can be won tonight during the dance contest and the other festivities that will be continuing on here at Cantina Laredo throughout the day.
With DJ Gabriel?
So I think it's just. I mean, it's just after we're done here, there are all sorts of different contests. So
Reservation for 2 for an upcoming tequila dinner of your choosing. And you know how great those are.
Oh, they're fantastic.
So you get to win a reservation for 2. Espolón Silver Limited Edition Deadpool 2 gift set.
Love Deadpool.
I love it too. Deadpool 2 is coming out soon, right? And the previews look great.
I think it's already out, man.
It's not out.
No, it didn't come out
No,
yet?
it's not
supposed
out.
to come out.
Roca Patron Reposado plus 4 glasses. That's another one of the. And El Mejor taster flight glasses. Not El Mayor or Mayor.
No.
It's El Mejor.
correct.
Avion Silver plus shot glasses. That's another prize.
Avion Silver's a quality product, Holmes.
Herradura Silver and a bar set. Cazadores clay cups. You've had
Ooh,
Cazadores.
yeah.
We've had all these beautiful tequilas. Patron Citronge bar set and bottle. I said that wrong, didn't I?
Yep.
It's Patron what?
Patron
Citron.
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 No, but there's a GE at the
Yeah,
end.
but the G is silent.
It's silent, Tony.
Citron.
How do you pronounce it?
Citron.
It is a French word.
Citron.
Citron is a car. This is
That's a citron.
It's citronge. It's if you spell it out phonetically in English, it's citronge.
Or the Italian version, Stronz.
Stronge. It's a Patron de Stronge bar set and bottle. an Avion 44 bottle.
Which is
Which
what
I got
You
back
got
there,
one of
brother.
those,
That's
baby.
a high-priced bottle right there, Holmes.
And what we have is a Clase Azul Reposado bottle, which I have taking home. And Robin won't get a sip of it.
And for the Tequila Teeny contest, which is separate and not on that list, is if anybody still wants to enter the Tequila Teeny contest that is not employed by Cantina Laredo, then they will, if they win, they will get 2 tickets to the next tequila dinner of their choice.
Which are fantastic.
However, if they are an employee and they've entered, they have to work the next
Oh,
tequila
that's
dinner.
Yes, that's a huge loss right there.
But they also will get something special from their boss.
They should.
They get to make some tips.
Now, have you worked the tequila dinner?
Nope.
Why not?
Because it's work. She's here to dance, man. That's what she's here to do. She was born to dance.
and have
brother.
fun.
That's it.
Are you going to stay till like 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. You got to tell your friends in Mexico they're missing out on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know what they call this down there? Saturday.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what they call it, yeah.
So now Doug McGregor's checking in. He says that it's pouring right now in Louisville.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Steve Krause says tableside guac is a good name for a racehorse. It is. It is.
It's not as good as Calamad for the table.
Calamar for the table.
No,
That's
that's better.
you know what? If we ever buy a horse, Tony, we're naming it Calamar for the table.
I agree.
Although, do you really want to name a horse after something you can eat?
Yes.
It
Yeah,
might
because
be-
if he loses, he's gonna be eaten by something. I'll tell you that right now.
It might give him a complex. Although it might
No,
motivate
it's gonna
him
give
more.
motivation, Robin.
Motivation, yeah. Now, I didn't get any of this guacamole because
It's right
you guys
there.
are hoarding
I had
it.
2 pieces. Tony's the one eating it all.
Luigi's whoring it on his own.
That's right. Speaking of horse, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
All right.
Is it all right to do that?
Well, we're going to take a break.
Yeah, we could go to break. We've been on for like over an hour now.
All right,
Why don't we
let's
go to break?
Let's go to break for
We'll take a quick,
we're going to do a 5-minute break.
5-minute
For
intermission.
those of you listening online, make sure that you don't go anywhere. You will hear music while we are on break, and it's just enough time to go potty, grab a drink, grab a snack, come back, meet us in 5.
And you know we're calling this special show today from Cantina Laredo? Not just Cinco de Mayo.
What?
Sábado Gigante with Don Francisco.
Oh my God, that's so good.
That is good guac.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Show starts in 5 minutes.
The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candies. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
We're happy to have you with us this evening and want you to enjoy every minute of your stay here. And while you relax and stretch, visit our concession where you'll find something to please you. There are ice-cold drinks and many other pleasing treats. Our drinks, satisfying and refreshing. They're so good. Show starts in 4 minutes. Show starts in 3 minutes. It's refreshment time, folks.
Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on.
Show starts in 2 minutes. Show starts in 1 minute. And now, on with the show.
And we go a little something like this. Hit it.
It's funky cold. Mexican beer.
That's right.
Cerveza más fina, por favor.
Right. It's Bill Cosby.
Uno más.
Bill Cosby gave us a playbook. Put a little Medina in her drink. You know what I'm saying? Looking for some action.
Now that's the problem. Now I'm eating all the tableside guac,
and we got to actually get some because they got a fantastic menu here at Cantina Laredo. We got a sample of some of it later. But what's over there though? By
Okay.
Robin, we have some drinks on the menu now.
Yes. So now we have them split up in glasses where I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they're
that we
Robin
can-
proof.
Yes.
these are the
And-
tequila dinis, which have been taken out of the martini glasses.
Yeah, because they're martini glasses are just notorious for.
Yeah, they're the worst invention ever. They look cool.
Well, there was one glass that was a little bit better. They have a little bit more of a curve to it.
I don't like that one. It's kind of trashy.
No, it's a curved glass, but it's so much safer.
Now, which one is this called? Now,
Okay,
Rob?
this. Hang on.
You got the list?
This is the tequila sunrise.
It's just another. Well, why didn't you come back with a little?
No, this is the.
No, the tequila sunrise
It
is on the menu.
Tequila Teeny Sunrise.
So I was right.
Cantina Sunrise Tequila Teeny. There we go.
It's Cantina Sunrise. It's just another.
It's a
Give me
Cantina
a little.
Sunrise Tequila Teeny, and this has.
That's the Eagle. No, who is it? That's Don Henley. No,
Yeah,
who did
it's Don Henry.
Don Henley, not Henry.
I said Don Henley.
Oh, I thought you said Don Clay.
No, I said-
Clay Henry, of course, was the fireman who listens to us in South Carolina. You remember the original Subway commercials? There was it was Clay Henry, and then the other guy who went to prison. The guy who became the big Jared Fogler went to prison. He became the big star, but there were two guys first. Clay Henry was a fireman in South Carolina, was one of the original Subway guys, and he used to listen to the show, and he would call into the
That's
show
awesome.
in California. And I'm like, dude, this is the real Clay Henry, and he still listens.
Not yet. We got to try this first.
Okay.
We
so,
got to do.
so
this is
this has Cabo Wabo Silver,
Mm-hmm.
Grand Marnier, mango puree,
Mango
and
Santa
lime
Maria.
juice.
Mango.
You
Santa
were
Maria.
correct. They had mango puree here. Look at that.
I told you they would. It's a real bar. What do you think? They don't have. Remember when Rob
not
was
every
talking the
bar
other night
has
on this
mango
podcast?
puree. Now, and I believe, is that salt or sugar on the?
That's sugar.
That's sugar?
Pour some on me. I don't do that salt stuff. That's bad for your blood pressure.
So that's rimmed with sugar.
I usually rim mine with sugar too.
Although
Oh, that
DJ
is
Khalid does
delicious.
not rim anything with sugar.
No, hell no. This is good.
Oh man, that is really, really,
That's
really
good.
good.
This
so
is
that
good.
was. This is called the Cantina Sunrise Tequila Tini.
Beautiful.
But it's fruity. It's extremely fruity. You really get that mango puree in it, don't you, Tom?
Oh, but I just got a taste of lime too. That's really good.
I like it.
It's
so
so
far,
good.
we're 2 for 2 on these.
Yeah, they're
Now,
both
I
good.
want to share. Now, Jack, have some of this. Because I don't want to get wasted. I'm doing a professional broadcast here.
I'm in a mind of the guy driving.
Oh, you really took a lick out of that.
I did. I went. You know what I went? I went Brad Marchand on my tequila tini. Did you see Brad Marchand? Did you see the big story in the hockey
Yes.
last night? The Boston Bruins, we'd like to thank them, by the way, for participating in this year's Stanley Cup playoffs. So Brad Marchand, who's he's a noted pest, good player though.
Noted pest.
He is. So he and Dan Callahan, the former Ranger, who's with Tampa Bay now.
Not from Callahan Auto Parts.
No. So Dan Callahan, and he had an incident earlier in the game, and Marchand didn't get a penalty. He pretty much took him out of a play, and it should have been a penalty. But they're playing in Boston, so the ref didn't call a penalty. So later in the game, they come together again, and Marchand's still mad because there wasn't a penalty called. Dan Callahan is still mad. So he goes over and does a couple face washes. You know what face washes are in hockey, right, Luigi?
Yeah.
So when a guy gets his glove and puts it in the guy's face, and it's called a face wash, and it hurts. But they had shields, so it wasn't like he was wrecking his whole face. So Callahan does it a couple of times to Marchand's face, and then Marchand gets real close and does this, and he licks his face.
Nice, man.
I thought that was the Sixer Truster guys who lick
No,
face.
no, they lick
You
each
ever
other's
notice those
asses.
guys? The Truster guys, when you go look on there, like Spike Eskin and all those guys, the Trust the Process guys, the Sam Hinkie guys, they all have hashtag lickface. If you think of lickface, there's only one guy you think of right now. Brad Marchand of the Boston Bruins. And here's the best part. So after the game, the Tampa Bay Lightning, even though they won, and they're up 3-1, and they're going back home where they can end it, Colin Campbell is the Dean of Discipline now, of course, for the NHL. So he spoke with Brad Marchand and the GM of the Boston Bruins, Don Sweeney, earlier today, because people said, they got to address this. This guy's done it multiple times. You can't have a guy licking a guy's face.
No, hell no.
In fact, it's in the rule book. There's an obscure rule in the book.
Wait,
about
there's
that
an
kind-
actual rule that says you can't lick another guy's face?
Every rule that they've had to make is because somebody actually did it. So
Well,
it's
no,
happened
it's
before.
not, no, it's not because it happened before. It's because they're thinking of ways that guys can get one up on one, and there's no penalty called ever on it. So it's like when somebody bleeds, they stop. They take the person off the ice. It's like when a boxer bleeds, they stop because they don't know about blood.
Yeah.
They don't know blood.
I mean,
same
you
thing
don't
with
know.
saliva.
You don't know.
The same thing with saliva. You can't lick
Besides,
somebody.
like even if you really, really like somebody and they lick your face, it's kind of skeevy.
Yeah, except the dog. When the dog licks your face,
Well,
you're okay
not
with
everybody likes
Not
that.
in your mouth, but when the dog licks your face, you're not going crazy. You know what I mean?
You know where that tongue's been?
Yeah, I know. You know where that hockey tongue's been? The only guy I would allow to lick my face would be DJ Khalid. You don't get the DJ Khalid line, do you, Luigi?
Because we know where his tongue was?
No, where was it?
You don't know the DJ Khalid story?
No, I don't.
It's a big story, man.
Not for me, it's not.
It's a big story on the internet. It's like the #1 trend on Twitter.
I wasn't on Twitter all day.
It was yesterday.
I don't believe that.
I wasn't.
So anyway, DJ Khalid announced
I
on
really
some
wasn't,
radio.
Robin.
He went on a radio show and acknowledged that he does not perform oral sex.
Oh no, you can't do that. You can't come out and say that. It basically just eliminates you from all hookup. You can't do that, man.
He did. He said that he doesn't.
Listen, man, sex is like Chinese food. It's not over until both you guys get your cookies. That's the way it works, man.
But DJ
That's
Khalid
a very
said-
nice way to put it.
That's the way it
DJ
works,
Khalid
Robin.
says
Now,
he doesn't do
also
it.
like Chinese food, you have some, and an hour or two later, you want some more.
Exactly. But you got to be willing to. You go. I mean, hey, it's a group participation. All right.
So back to Brad Marchand. So Colin Campbell speaks to both the GM and Marchand, and he put them on notice. This is what I love. He goes, "You're on double secret probation notice. It's unacceptable," is what Colin Campbell said. "And similar behavior in the future will be dealt with supplemental discipline. What do you mean supplemental discipline? There hasn't been any discipline administered whatsoever.
You can't do that. I don't know, man.
That's how they did call a penalty on it 2 times that it's happened, and now they're saying that if it happens again, he will be dealt with supplemental discipline. And somebody had a great tweet earlier saying the NHL will say, we may punish you for breaking a rule by licking a guy's face, but we're not going to do anything when a guy runs a guy at the end of the game after they realize that they lost and they lose their temper and then go board a guy, and there's no penalty for that.
It's stupid.
It's ridiculous, man.
That's the one thing. Now, you may say that the NHL playoffs may be the greatest playoffs in the world, but their rule book is for shit, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you know why? Because there's a lot of fringe rules that
That's what I mean.
officials don't know all the rules in every league.
You mean like what's a catch and what's not a catch?
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Now, Steve Krause wrote it on Facebook.
Is it Krause or Krause?
Krause has a fantastic name for a horse. He says, personally, my horse would be named Run Faster, damn it. Don't care where he finishes, but that would be a hell of a fun broadcast.
You're damn right it would.
Can you imagine an announcer having to say that name? And there comes Run Faster, damn it, around the bend.
Now, Edward Kelly says he's having a hard time hearing me.
I think it's just Ed. Ed, try to log in again, because I know that sometimes people have.
Because I sound loud and crystal clear.
No, I checked it. Facebook is weird because it's not something that I regulate.
Oh, I have to play this. It's
Wait,
the funniest.
Would you let me finish?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It is not something that I regulate. People oftentimes ask me about Facebook. Turn it up, turn it down. Unfortunately, I don't regulate the Facebook sound. All we do is send it to them, and Facebook's algorithms kind of do funky things. So.
And if Mark Zuckerberg is not personally trying to shut your account down or determines that you're doing things that violate their public policy, then you might get through.
Yeah, see, Wesley Duncan says his Facebook audio sounds just fine.
It should.
Yeah. It's just, it's a weird thing. I wish that I had more control over the audio on Facebook, that I could actually turn it up or down, but I can't.
By the way, speaking of hockey, did you see the great hockey fight in the Russians against, it was a playoff game in Russia. Russia against some other.
They play for keeps over there, Tony.
No, it was the biggest brawl I've ever seen in hockey. And I'm talking about, and this is Russians and Slovenians are playing. And I've never seen anything like this before. And I'm going back to the days of the NHL, the Broad Street Bullies, and when bench clearing brawls and guys would go into the stands. This was the craziest thing ever. The Russian guys were winning the game, and then they decided just to beat the hell out of the Slovenian guys. And the Slovenian guys were on their bench, and the benches are next to each other. And after this one fight, all of a sudden the Russian guys go in front of the bench and then start pounding away at the guys inside the bench. And then the coaches start fighting, and then players start going inside the bench and grab the coaches, and 2 guys are pounding a coach. This isn't like they're not, now they're on top of, they're not standing on ice anymore. They're on top of boards. So the punches were, I mean, it was the most brutal thing I've ever, they had to call the police in. And remember when we used to think the Russians were wusses? Remember when they ran off the ice when the Flyers back in the day at the Spectrum? When the Flyers were beating up the Russians, the Soviet Red Army team, when they played the exhibition game, and Flyers were just, they weren't fighting them. The Flyers were just checking them, and the Russians didn't like to get hit back then. And the Russians went off the ice, and then Ed Snyder had to go down and say, you don't go back out there and finish the game, you're not getting a paycheck. But now these Russian guys, did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Can't believe it.
I haven't seen it. I have to check it out, though.
Eric, did you see the Russian-Slovenian fight, brawl? It was just a couple days ago. Look it up. Russians, Slovenians, hockey brawl. It is one of the craziest things you'll ever see. We're talking about modern-day hockey, and the Russians have always been considered soft, and Europeans don't like to get physical and stuff. Well, that's changed. But this is the most brutal thing I've ever seen. You got to check it out. I saw it on Barstool, so they picked it up from somewhere else. But I'm telling you, it's like 9 minutes. You've got to see this. I'm telling you, if you love hockey violence, which we don't see in the NHL anymore.
No, you really don't.
Now
really
we've got to import our hockey brawls from Russia. Everything's coming from Russia. You don't see that in Chinese hockey.
What are we trying next?
What is the second choice now, Robin?
No, this is the third.
No, I didn't have the second one.
Yeah,
yes, you did. You had the orange one.
The orange one was the second one. The first one was the blue.
Did I taste it?
The tequila sunrise tea.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Jesus, Tony.
The medication is showing.
It is. That's the steroid speaking now. We don't undergo.
What is this?
Robin's getting the list out. Let me have the list since Robin's on her phone. This is now, ladies and gentlemen, the Janita Teeny. I know her. Janita Teeny. You want to know what's in it?
Grapefruit?
She used to work at the Pub Tiki on Chestnut Street back in the day. Remember the Pub Tiki on Chestnut Street near Rittenhouse Square?
I'll read it.
All right, go ahead, Rob.
Okay. So this is
the Janita Teeny.
Janita Teeny.
I went to school with her, actually.
Yeah, you did.
St.
And
Rita's.
She was an underachiever.
It is Hornitos Tequila.
Yep.
Agave. Ooh, I love agave. Raspberry.
Why do you have to make everything
Because
exotic?
Say the damn word.
Because that's the way I roll.
I'm tasting grapefruit, though.
Wait a minute, don't taste it. Yep. Barbecue, man.
Lime and a splash of pineapple. You love everything with a splash of pineapple.
Yes, I do. I love splashes out of anything. Now, where's my damn drink?
It's right there,
Ah,
brah.
That's not it.
That's
Yes,
it,
that's
Tony.
I thought it was a white one, clear
No,
one.
that's over there. No, that's an empty glass, you knucklehead. Not white
Where's the
glass.
one I handed to Jack?
Jesus. It's an empty glass, Tony.
Okay.
Oh.
Goodness gracious.
After we try some, I'm going to play this clip from this horse race. You want to talk about some funny horse racing names? I got something good
Okay.
later.
So this is the Janita Teeny.
Not a lot of. I don't taste a lot of tequila though.
No, I don't really pick up the tequila
But
too
you
much
know
in this
what?
one.
I think that it's hidden.
It's hidden tequila.
That's what agave does.
That's
Agave,
what I'm going to do next time I search my drink. Like, what's in this? It's hidden. Don't worry about it. It's hidden. Don't
It's
worry.
the hidden tequila trick. It works all the time.
Exactly.
I like it. You know what I like about this? It's not too sweet. It's not too sour.
Oh, it's
Right
good.
now, I'm number
It's a-
one.
I taste a little. It's like a little bit of a. What's that? It's like almost like a.
I taste like a grapefruit almost because like a pineapple and the raspberry make it like a
No,
grapefruit
it's like
taste.
It's like what do they call the?
No, I think it's the agave and the lime together. It's the lime that's setting off the agave.
I don't
raspberry.
know. Right now, I'm drink number one right now. If we're gonna end it right now, I'm taking drink number one. That's the
We're
one.
not ending it right
No, I'm
now.
just saying. But if we were to end it right now, drink number one would be my favorite.
This has a little bit of the what is that? It's herbal. It's got a little herbal flavor to it. That's what I was looking for.
It's like kombucha.
Maybe that's the Hornitos.
Could be the Hornitos.
No, there's like an herbal. It's not in the Hornitos. It doesn't taste. Hornitos doesn't taste have herbal taste to it.
I don't know.
Did you try it, Jack? Finish.
Well, we got a race getting ready to go off right now, Tony. I'm gonna play this clip.
Let's go to the post, and here is your correspondent, Mr. Luigi Curto.
Welcome to the third race at the Honeymoon is Over Downs. They're at the gate, and they're off. Jumping out in the lead is Romance and Affection, with Domestic Bliss in close behind. It's Romance and Affection and Domestic Bliss. Here comes Marriage Vows, followed by Immediate Child. Romance and Affection falling off quickly. Mortgaged Up the Ass, overtaking Domestic Bliss. And here comes Nasty Attitude, followed by More Children and Drinking Heavily. Coming down the backstretch, Drinking Heavily moving out in front of Mortgaged Up the Ass. But coming on strong on the outside is Credit in Shambles. It's Credit in Shambles, followed by I Don't Give a Shit, Nasty Attitude, and Up Yours Keep. Up Yours Keep challenging for second, going into the clubhouse turn. Passing on the rail is I Don't Give a Shit, taking the lead. Followed by The Fucking House. You Cook Like Shit, and I Fucked Your Brother. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. I Don't Give a Shit still in front. Up Yours Keep challenging for the lead. Up Yours Keep and I Don't Give a Shit neck and neck. And down the stretch they come. Up Yours Keep is pulling away from I Don't Give a Shit by a length. Coming on strong is I Am Out of Here, and passing the pack is The Fucking House. And at the wire, it's Up Yours Keep, The Fucking House, I Don't Give a Shit, and I Am Out of Here.
I had that superfecta too.
It paid huge.
I actually lived that superfecta myself.
That's why I played it, because I know you bet the same.
Unfortunately, that's a superfecta you don't want.
That's the one you don't want. When you hit that one, it hit you. That's
I
what-
hit that one, and I
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
When
Tony,
you hit that
Tony
superfecta,
hit that one.
you don't
and
go
that's
home
the one
a winner.
that stays with you forever.
All right,
that
now-
was solid. I
now-
haven't heard that for a long time. But
That's why I had to roll that one out,
That's a
man.
great one.
Now, what's that fourth option over that frothy pink drink over there?
Okay.
It's who has that frosty taste? Oh, A&W Root Beer has that
There's
frosty.
a race going
This
on
is
right
a
now, Tony.
I know.
fantastic name.
Well, there's 11 races before the Derby.
I know, and it's a mess.
It is Slop City, baby.
Now this is called the Michelini.
Oh, Misha, what's her name?
Misha Johnson.
Misha Johnson.
Michelini.
I don't get up early for her, but
No.
I would get up late for her. I'll tell you
you'd
that.
get
right
up
now.
regardless.
Yeah.
This is pineapple infused tequila, strawberry, and pina colada.
Oh, see, pina colada.
Mishatini.
Now, you know the pineapple. They do the pineapple infused tequila here.
Yes.
They have that big pineapple jar.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Oh, that's
Ooh, I taste pina colada, though. I get heavy pina colada taste. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I like pina colada flavor.
I'm getting more alcohol in this one.
now pina colada. That's just it's not a natural liqueur.
pineapple
It's,
and,
it's pineapple and coconut.
Yeah.
I like coconut, though.
Do they put the lime in the coconut in this?
No lime in the coconut.
I like them all. Bring them all. As the great...
Bring them all.
As the great... You know how BYU, where they got the name, right?
Brigham Young, brother.
You know how Brigham Young became famous, right?
Michael Jackson.
Back in the day, they would say, Mr. Young, we want to make sure we have the right curriculum coming out to our university here in Provo, Utah. What do you suggest? And he says, I don't care how you bring him.
Just
bring him young.
Oh, nice.
That's
And
how
that's
it
how it
started.
came out?
That's how it started. Actually, his name was Brigham. He didn't have Young. So that's how it became Brigham Young.
Oh, okay.
The guy's name was Brigham.
And we
then
would like
he
to
added...
apologize to all of our Mormon listeners.
I
out
thought
there.
that was Michael
That's
Jackson.
a true story.
I thought that was Michael Jackson in the commencement speech. at
No,
the
no,
first
no.
podcast,
See, that's
brother.
wrong.
But it's right.
Because Mike...
The views of Tony Bruno are not the views of everybody else.
That's okay, though.
That's all I can give is my views.
That's okay. Exactly. You can
I
only
certainly
see.
don't watch the views, so I wouldn't give any of their views.
You can only see
Now,
what you see, Tony.
So the creamy that we are
That's the
tasting is
pina
part of
colada.
the pina colada
Mix.
and then mixed with the strawberry puree.
Robin's getting a little flambéed right
I
now.
think I
Yeah.
am.
I'm gonna be lit by the end of this program, Tony.
Lit.
Now, I asked, I haven't looked on my Twitter yet to see if there's any answers, but I asked if there was any way to prepare, if you knew that you were going to be imbibing, suggestions on what to do prior to the imbibing.
Don't take medication.
Yeah, that would
That's
be number
rule
one.
one. But I only took a prednisone today. I'm not taking Vicodin, obviously, because I wouldn't be able to stay awake. And B, those are all excellent, Brian. This is going to be a tough choice, man. Now, have you sampled all of them as well?
Is that all of them?
So,
And is that all of them right there? Only the 4? Is that how many? We have dos más.
Two
coming.
more.
so people have given me advice. Drink lots and lots of water from
Yep.
Vasu Vadipati.
Vasu knows, and then I
Yes.
got my Fiji
And
right here.
he should know because he does imbibe quite a bit.
Yes, he does, especially in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Sean Brennan says it sucks.
That's my boy right there, man.
But sometimes
He's
you.
your boy?
That's my boy.
This is what he told me. He says it sucks, but sometimes you go nut up and shut up
That's
and
right.
go with the flow.
Exactly
It's
right.
the Kentucky Derby on Cinco de Mayo, sister. You're allowed to look like Cameron Diaz in the morning.
You're damn right you are.
I'm 40.
Look what Brian gave. He brought me a new bottle of water, but look, they have these chilled little carafes
Yeah, I know.
for
I
the
had
water.
one earlier, but I took
Here,
it out. I
Wow.
unsheathed it.
You want to cool your water down?
Yeah, let me cool my jets here, man. I love Fiji. You know where it's made from, right?
Fiji,
On the remote island over 1,600 miles from the nearest continent.
located 3 miles outside of Pittsburgh.
I love the commercials because there's a little girl's voice, and she says, Fiji. Tropical rain slowly filters through volcanic rock into a sustainable ancient artesian aquifer. Drop by drop, Fiji water acquires the natural minerals and electrolytes that give it signature soft, smooth taste. Perfected by nature, there's nothing on earth quite like it.
Seriously, when
The
you
Earth's finest water.
When you first started, I didn't realize you were reading off the bottle. I thought that you remembered the commercial.
Hell no! Are you kidding me?
Well, you remember
'cause I
all
looked
sorts
over
of random things.
Robin, I heard him go into it for a second, right? And I'm like, just kind of look at the bottle, and I'm like, he's using a lot of words I don't normally hear him say. I looked over, and I'm like, Tony, the best thing about Fiji water is it's two things. It's cold and it's wet. That's it. It's just perfect.
But it's
There's
really
no
good
taste.
water.
It's
It's,
good.
to me, you know what my favorite water is as far as not
Aquapan.
Aquapana.
Aquapana is the
Aquapana
best
from
water.
Italy.
Yep.
To me, it is the purest, crispest. It's amazing. And it's not because it's Italian. I
Well,
mean,
it
Fiji's
helps.
good too. You know what the
You
worst?
ever been to Fiji?
No.
Have you ever been to Hawaii?
No.
You never been to Hawaii?
No.
Robin, you've been to Hawaii, right?
I've been.
You've been to
through-
freaking like Tibet. You've never been to Hawaii?
I have been through Hawaii.
Oh.
I've actually never.
And I lived in L.A. where it was easier to get to Hawaii for all those years, and I never
I was
went.
going to say, you're right there on the West Coast.
Well, it's a 3-hour, 4-hour flight from there, but from the East Coast, it's a 7-hour flight.
So you would on your vacations, because you took a lot of, when you were on the West Coast,
I
you go
flew
to
east.
you go to the BVI and things like
yeah,
that.
that's way east.
That's what I mean. But you would go all the way out there rather than just continuing west.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still a long haul. That's like going coast to coast.
Jack, do we have any phone calls?
No, there's no one on the line right
There's
now.
no one on the line. Okay.
Let's give the number one more time.
Oh,
though.
look at this. This is
619
like, this has little
924
floaters in it.
987. I don't want floaters in my drink.
Float.
No, it's special little
Float
floaters. Look, they're like colorful.
It looks like
floaters.
Slimer,
it's
man.
Like it's no. It look. You know what they look like? They look
Float
like
on. Float
little
on.
tadpoles.
Give me a little floaters. Float on by the floaters, man. It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Oh, this is just a straight. Oh, this is actually looking very like a very traditional martini. It's very clear.
Did you have the creamy one?
Wait, where's the?
Eric, would you like some samples as well?
Where's
Give
the,
Eric a taste over there.
Where's the note for the
What is that?
clear one?
This is the Peach Island Teeny.
No, I don't. Oh, you have it.
I have it right here.
Okay.
You want
I'm
me-
I'm
you
the
gonna-
one that's reading.
I
it
read the
because I have to
Fiji
get-
bottle. I'll let you read these.
Okay.
Yeah, this looks like straight, like just straight liquor.
This is
right here.
No, it's
Peach
not.
Island Teeny. It's Milagro Silver, peach schnapps,
Mm-hmm.
peach. What is that?
Oh, that's good.
What? Wait, Brian, you gotta tell. You gotta.
I like this one.
What is
explain.
peach?
Peach Monin? Peach what? Peach
I mean, I love a
Monin-
peach in the morning. You know what I'm
Peach
saying, Tony?
Monin-
Any kind of moaning is good
Yeah.
for me.
I mean, brother, I mean, I love a
Anything
peach in
that's
the morning.
moaning is good for me.
I hate.
You follow me?
Good peach Monin syrup,
See, now this is a little bit more alcohol.
lemon juice, and mint leaves.
Oh,
This is-
that's what's floating.
Robin, you're going to pick up the tequila a lot more in this one.
No, that has to be that one.
No.
Okay.
Robin, what kind of tequila is in this one?
Milagro Silver.
This is you're going to pick up the tequila a lot more in this
Let
one.
me pick it up. I'm gonna drop it down too pretty soon.
Ooh, I can smell it. Ooh.
This is more of a martini type of drink.
Yes.
Right?
This
This
is a
is
straight up
definitely
martini.
more of a martini type of drink.
I like this.
This is straight up. Now tell me, did you want to be
This is
love
very
me
good.
forever? Oh.
That's right.
This is the shaken, not stirred kind of.
Bond would drink this.
Yes, Bond would drink this. Yeah, this is a Peach Island.
This can also be
tequila
used
tea.
for rubbing alcohol or for or bursitis or hemorrhoids if you run out of preparation H. Just slather a little bit
Now,
on there.
you know what's interesting? It's like every single sip you take,
Every breath you make.
you can taste the layers. You can taste the peach.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It
and
goes
then
through
you
the
can
layers. This
taste-
is actually very well done.
And then at the very, very, very end, you get the hint of that the mint. Do you taste the mint?
Yes, the mint's at the
Now,
end.
questo è bon.
Questo è bon.
Questo
That's
mi piace.
very
As they
good.
say in Guadalajara. Questo è bon.
Questo è bon. This is fan. That's good. I like that
That's
one a
good.
lot. Now,
Now, when you think of a martini,
that's what you think of.
that's what you think of.
No,
because-
that's good.
But that's very good.
But there's a martini can be everything. Now they're doing chocolatinis and I mean
Here's the best part, though, Tony. This is the first ever tequila teeny contest, which means what? We write the damn book.
You're damn right.
We write the rules, bro. You want to listen?
You play a little Paula Abdul?
I just did. You said you wanted to straight up now tell me.
Is that what I asked for?
You asked for that, Tony.
Okay. Give me a little bit more. Crank her up a little.
God,
She's
Tony,
short.
Tony's losing it.
You met Paul a couple times, haven't you?
Yeah. She didn't sit on my lap, though.
No.
So do you like those little hats that just turn a little on the side, Robin? They're like the black ones, and they don't fit on top of your head. They're like on the side. Like
That's
that
a
chick.
that's what a fascinator is.
That's a fascinator?
That's a
I'm
fascinator.
not fascinated at all.
That's what I wore one, and I had the little like mesh
Oh, okay.
veil.
I didn't know that was
That's
called
what I asked for when
fashion.
you were a cheerleader. It's a fascinator. You sit down, you buckle up, you go in, man.
And yes, I do
I
like
thought that
those.
was one of those sex chairs. Those fascinators.
No.
Oh,
I've
that's
used
liberator.
I've used a sex swing before.
That's a liberator.
Have you ever used a sex swing?
Absolutely.
I've used one of those before.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've used one.
I
You did?
enjoy one.
Yeah. I've had a sex swing. Absolutely.
Who was the guy with you?
No, stop.
Oh.
That's the old, that's the old joke. It's like, remember your first blowjob? Yeah. How long did it take the guy to come?
Oh, stop.
Luigi, there
There's
are
children here.
families here.
I know, but
Stop.
they're too young to understand. The rest of them need to learn.
No, there
Yeah, I'm
are
sorry.
people here, so it's not appropriate.
I want one of now, that guy. I want one of those hats.
You want one of those little sombreros?
How does that stay on there? He doesn't have it. That guy's got a bald head like me, but it's not falling off.
Wait. Oh, see, he has tape underneath it. Can you see the tape
Yeah, I
sticking
see. I
on
want
his
to
head?
have that.
You want
I
a
got-
sombrero?
I need a little. We'll get Brian to get me a little sombrero.
We'll get Tony a sombrero.
I don't want a big sombrero.
You want a little?
I want a little sombrero.
What up?
All right, now what's the other one? We trying the green one now? We're just standing around.
Yeah, that's the one with the floaties in it. I want it float on by the floaters. That's the song
I put that on already, though, Tony.
You did? I didn't hear it.
I'll put it
You
on.
put
for
on
you.
float on by the floaters?
Yes, I had it already cranked up and ready to go
I
for you.
didn't hear it
Yeah,
at all,
I had
man.
you, bro.
Give me a little float on.
I got it.
There we go. My name is Larry.
My name is.
No, listen to this.
sorry.
I love this song, man.
I like the smell
aquariums.
come out of this, Robin.
Out of the
I like the
flo-
smell
the
coming out of
floaters.
this. Yep.
What are the things
All right.
floating in there now,
So
Robin?
there's no. Oh wait, here. This is called the
Looks like
Emerald.
dead gold, ground up goldfish in there.
The Emerald City Teeny.
Emerald City.
The
Oh.
Emerald City Teeny. So
Tony, you're gonna like this, man.
muddled strawberry,
You're gonna like this, Tony. That's good.
Herradura silver,
I love the Herradura.
This is good.
Midori,
This is good.
Midori? I love Midori.
agave, and lime juice.
Tony, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This is the leader in the clubhouse right now. I'm gonna make that statement.
Is this number 6?
This is number 5.
Are you sure?
No, this is number 6.
This is number 6.
No.
Then.
Yes, it's number 6.
It's number. Crank that bitch up right now. We used to sing, dance to this at not just the Shebu Ballroom on Broad and
Oh,
Island.
that's delicious.
Isn't that good, Robin?
What was the place up at 69th Street, the other big dance place? That the old disc jockeys used to have clubs.
I love this, man.
A woman who carries herself like
Baby, you ain't on the couch.
Miss Universe.
Yeah,
You know what?
that's right. I've already taken more shots than Ben Simmons did in Game 2.
Yes, you have, and you've made more too.
Yo!
Tony,
These the little floaters remind me of like you know those oh, what were they called? The little sea monkeys.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what else they look like? You know when you have lobster tail and then you get to the end and you just put the lobster in the butter?
No, I
and
never
there's just
know.
little pieces left?
I never
That's
couldn't
what
afford
it looks like. It looks like lobster pieces in the butter.
When this song comes on and you're in the house, you tell a girl, you said, baby, you ain't on the couch, you on love seat. You know what I'm saying?
You got to hear when he says, my name is Larry.
So Doug McGregor says tequila talk is so much better than what's on TV.
Damn right it is. That's why we're here. We should do this every Saturday.
I tell him, we got John from San Francisco who wants to talk Fiji water, chicken, and martinis.
You've come to
That's
the right
a
place.
great combo. Let's go to John.
John.
Hold on, okay, let this ride out for 1 second.
Yeah.
I want you to
Take my hand. Take my hand.
This is fantastic.
Take you to Love Land.
Love Land, baby.
Show you how sweet it can be.
You don't get this anywhere else.
Float, float on.
Come on, Eric. You know Float On by the Floaters, right? It's one of the all-time great smooth jams, man. It's an
He
outrage.
ain't ready for that yet. All right, let's go to
John. Let's get into the chicken and tequila and
chicken,
Fiji
tequila,
water.
and Fiji water. That's a trifecta I could sign up for right
Exactly right.
So this is John from San Francisco. You are on live.
John, what's going on out there, man? What's the weather?
Hey, how are you? Hey, well, beautiful today, like 78 and sunny. The fog is receding.
So is my hairline,
Are
actually.
in
Yeah,
Cinco de Mayo state here in San Francisco.
beautiful.
Everybody's talking Cinco de Mayo, but I originally was going to call you about Fiji water, which is my favorite water, but you went on about martinis, and it brought to mind I'm a longtime caterer, bartender, and back in Chicago, there was a circuit court judge, Harold Sullivan, who came up to my bar the first time and asked for a chicken martini.
A chicken
And
martini?
I said, Judge, I've never heard of a chicken martini. And he said, just put a splash of gin in the glass and fill it up with water. And I said, well, what the hell kind of martini is that? He said, well, I go to these cocktail parties all the time, and I can't be drinking full steam martinis while I'm circulating through the room, so this is how I get through the night, a chicken martini.
Oh, I get it now. A chicken martini.
Yeah, like it's not a real martini. It's just a chicken. He's chicking it out a little bit. He's
It's like
pacing.
Perrier with water. Remember when that was the funny Jake?
Perrier with
I'll have
water.
a Perrier and water, please.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Thank you for special line.
Yeah,
if you
but
can.
we miss you out here in the Bay Area, Tony. I used to listen religiously when you were on with Gary.
And then
and
you
I
became an
tried to
atheist, I guess,
maintain
right
a
afterwards.
Well, John,
connection with you through the podcast.
John, you know you can actually still listen
But,
to him on Tuesdays.
I'm on with Damon Bruce on Tuesday afternoons on 95.7 The
that's
Game
right.
now. Not every Tuesday,
what
though,
time
because they
is
have
that?
the Warriors. It's usually 4 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 o'clock in the East. So 4 o'clock, the top of the hour, on most Tuesdays, I pop on with Damon Bruce.
Yeah, unless they're preempted or by
Yeah,
a
because
game
they have
or
the
something.
Warriors, and obviously, and they have
95.7, right?
yes, 95.7 The Game.
Big
And you know,
95.
And Damon
Oh,
Bruce
cool. All right.
is
Well, I'll put
Damon,
that down.
and John Damon Bruce
And
learned.
we'll connect with you.
John
Connect
Damon.
with you that way. But
Dam-
keep up the good work. I appreciate it, Tony.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, John. Robin's got to stop.
All right, sir.
Let people finish the,
I know.
the thought.
I don't think he could hear me.
He just hung up.
Hello?
Yeah.
He's gone.
No,
He's having
John.
some chicken vodka. He's having chicken.
If you're still listening out there, and anybody else that's still in the Bay Area, Damon Bruce learned from Gary and Tony all those years, and so Damon Bruce has pretty much taken up where Gary would still be on. Like you would still be on with Gary if they would allow it.
Yes. Now, Eric
Gary loved you.
Eric F. Blocker says, "What is this old school WDAS?"
That's classic right
Absolutely,
there.
man. Yeah, Sonny Hobson. You got Butterball.
Butterball.
That's right. The late great Butterball.
Christina, do we still have one last one left or two more?
Wait a minute. So we got 7?
Oh
Because
God.
we've done 6
Tony,
already. Still one more.
How much
Okay.
more can we do?
7 tequilas?
Woo.
You know, it's 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila,
tequila
floor.
floor.
But when you're at 7, it's just pass me some more. That's it, bro.
We're not doing the full thing.
not doing- yeah.
We're just doing the tasting. We're doing a little sip.
This is yours.
No, I passed it along.
Yeah, but I passed it along too. So did you get passed it to me now? Robin's drinking them all.
I'm drinking them all.
Robin?
Here. Jack's daughter's here. Give some to your daughter, Jack.
Yeah. She's the most behaved person here today.
Well, she's 7.
Exactly. That's hard to do.
Is it still raining in Kentucky?
That's number
did
so
get the
6,
last-
right?
so
it's 6. So we made. Okay.
It is a final
It's a
now.
final.
It is a final.
So we were gonna have to deliberate.
So we have to deliberate.
Are we going to go? I have to go take my robe off and go back in my quarters, back in the chamber.
Now this is very difficult because I really like the taste
I like them all.
of all of them, but
I'm 1 and 6 right now. That's my winner.
but
1 or 6.
when I'm thinking of what really symbolizes
The martini.
a martini,
Right.
which is what we are making a tequila teeny.
But in true judging fashion, can we see the contestants, please? If we're gonna judge
Nope. This
on
is
appearance
a
alone.
blind
Oh.
contest.
I'll be blind after this contest.
You're damn right.
Tony, stop
So-
eating the chips. We gotta eat dinner after this, man.
So we all need to, all 3 of us, actually 4 of us, because Jack participated as well.
Well, Eric's been tasting too.
Did you taste all 6 of them though, Eric? I don't think you did. You?
No, you didn't taste
Now,
the green
Eric,
one,
come
did
on-
you?
Eric Cole, come up to the mic now.
EC.
Eric's now ready. I believe it's in surge time, so he's
It is
surging.
in surge time.
He's surging now.
Turn the mic up. Twist the mic up a little bit. There you go.
There you go. Now you've tried all 6 of the beautiful cocktails.
I like the clear one that's kind of like the
regular
kind of had a
martini?
martini.
Yes.
I
You
don't
like the
I
cream?
don't like overly sweet.
There you had the clear and the cream. Like
Yes.
Barry Bonds tried
Clear
both,
and
I
the
think.
cream.
and I
So
think he went
he's
with the
juiced
clear.
all right.
Yeah.
So we have an uneven
the
number.
The Balco. Yeah.
Exactly.
So this is
yeah.
good. We actually have an uneven number. So we have 5 people that we should have write down. We should not talk amongst ourselves.
Can I try them again, please?
No,
Damn
because we've drank them all.
I'll take the physical challenge.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I'll go double dare right through this freaking thing.
and we should
I'll
we
get
should
hope I
write
get slimed
down,
by the end of the night.
You're gonna get something by the end of the night.
we should write down who we think is the winner and keep in
I don't
mind.
remember the names now.
So I have them all. I have them all right here. Now we should keep in mind.
Okay.
Keeping it's not just about taste.
It's about the
It's
traditional.
about what you
No,
think,
it's about taste.
what you think also symbolizes it's taste as well, but also what symbolizes a martini.
No, what symbolizes a martini now is anything goes.
Yeah,
in real
anything
martinis.
goes.
Pretty
You
much.
know, the traditional vermouth and gin,
It's over.
it's not over. I mean, old school. It's like old people who drink like not boiler. What are the drinks with the Manhattan?
Manhattans.
You know, the
Cosmo.
old school. No, like Cosmos is actually
Yeah,
pretty
it
modern. Like Manhattans.
Yeah.
Old fashions, whiskey
old
sour,
fashions,
whiskey
yeah,
sours.
those drinks. Rob
Roy's a classic.
Yeah, the old school drinks, the ones that old people drink now.
So let me remind you all the different ones that we had. The very first one we had
Okay.
was the Tatini, which was blue in color.
Yeah, the
You remember that one?
Tatini. That one has the curacao in it, right?
Yes, that one was Avion Silver, peach schnapps, blue curacao, pineapple juice
That
with
one
a
wasn't
cherry
bad.
garnish. That was
wasn't bad.
I
pretty
like
good.
that one right out the gate.
And
Yeah,
that
me
was
too.
blue. That was the blue one. And then we had the tequila, the Cantina Sunrise Tequila Teeny.
Just another canteen.
That one was orangey, and it was the Cabo Wabo Silver, Grand Marnier, mango puree, and lime juice.
That was good.
That was
too.
very good. I really liked that one. Then number 3 was the Janitatini.
Janita.
That one was kind of pinkish in color, clear pinkish.
Janita.
And it was the
That's fun to say.
Hornitos tequila.
Hornitos.
Had the agave, raspberry, lime, pineapple. That's the one that you said had a little bit of an herbal taste.
Yes, I like it. I like everything herbal.
Okay. So then
Herbal Essence shampoo I used to use when I had hair too.
Did you
back
really
in
use
the-
their?
it
That's
was
why I don't
cheap
have any
shit,
hair
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
That's why I don't have hair
It's
anymore.
like at the dollar store, 99 cents.
Suave.
Do you remember? Even on sale at the dollar store now.
Do you even remember there was actually a shampoo that was called "Gee, Your Hair Smells Terrific."
Yes, I know. They still make that? Is that at the dollar store?
I don't know. I don't
On
think so.
sale at the dollar store.
2 for $1. Prel.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Prel.
yeah.
Prel was bad.
Prel,
Okay.
man.
So then number 4 was the Michatini.
Misha.
Oh no, excuse me, Michelini.
Michelini.
Not
And that was the pineapple infused tequila.
I got a pair of those
strawberry, pina
Michelini
colada.
tires on my
That
RV.
one was the one that was pink,
Michelin.
pink and creamy.
creamy teeny.
That was the Michelini. Number 5 was the Peach Island Teeny, which was the Milagro Silver.
Wait a
peach-
minute. Slow down again. Peach Island teeny.
Yes, and that was the one that was completely clear.
Clear.
Yeah.
And it had the Milagro Silver, peach schnapps, peach Monin syrup, lemon juice, and the mint leaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, last but not least,
6 in our 6-pack.
6.
Jody Mack should have had the 6-pack on for
Probably
us today.
does.
is the Emerald City Teeny,
And we will announce our Mount Rushmore of tequila teams at the end
Yes,
of this.
we
too,
will.
Tom.
which was the muddled strawberry, the Herradura Silver, Midori agave, and lime juice. And that was the one that had the little
Floating
floaters.
matter in it.
Yeah. I already got my pick. I'm locked in. I am locked
This is
in.
going to be tough.
It was tough, but as
This could be tougher than when I was judging the Warrior Girls competition in San Francisco with
God.
Robin a few years ago. That was tough.
You know what? I am disappointed, though. I have to say I'm disappointed that
what no, go ahead, Robin, because you're a martini purist. What's up?
I'm disappointed that none of our listeners had any entries.
Yeah, they should have came up here and did some.
They should have.
Because we know plenty of bartenders.
No,
I know plenty of people at 10
I
bar.
know.
You know what I'm saying? So
It wouldn't even have to have been a bartender. It could have been a
That's what I said,
a
no,
DIYer.
I know a lot of people at 10 bar. So
So I am a little bit disappointed.
We're not
in that.
ready to release the final verdict.
no, but we will start writing that down. Now,
So should I hand out little?
Yeah, you can
Should
do
we
that.
do? Should we just do our favorite,
What do
or
you
should
mean?
we do a 1 and a 2?
what do you mean, like a 1 and a 2? Give it a 1 or give it a 2, dog? And then like
You mean
a
like the
scale,
first
like 1,
place
2,
and
3.
second
First place,
place?
second place.
Okay, we could do that if you want.
Should we do that?
Yeah, that's fine. While we're doing that, Tony, I have in front of me. I have some odds here for the NBA champion. You gave this to me earlier, and you showed me a little something funny here, where it says the Sixers are 12-1 favorites to win the whole thing, and the Celtics, who are up 2-0 in the series, are 25-1.
I know. I don't get this. And this came out from Bovada this morning. So this isn't like 4-day-old stuff. So the odds to win the NBA championship.
Yep.
Golden State Warriors are number 1, 5-7.
That's no money to be made there.
Right.
None.
And the Houston Rockets are number 2 at 11-5.
Still no money to be
So
made.
they're basically saying that whoever's going to win the West
is winning the whole thing.
Is winning the whole thing. That's what the odds makers are
Correct.
saying. Then Cleveland is the third choice at 7-1. And remarkably, the fourth choice to win the entire NBA championship is the 76ers at 4-1.
12-1.
At 12-1, followed by the Celtics at 25-1. But that's the one that surprises me because the Sixers are down 2-0.
And the funny thing is, too, on the conference odds for the team to win the Eastern Conference is the Cleveland Cavaliers are first with their 10-13, which is no money.
It means you have to bet $10 to win 13. Yeah, so you're winning $3 on a $10
But
bet.
ironically enough, the Sixers, who are in an 0-2 hole, are 3-1, and the Celtics are 4-1.
I know, it doesn't make any sense. And the Raptors justifiable. Well, the Raptors are only down 2-0, 2 up, 2-0, and they're 12-1.
Right, but
they're the best team in the East in the regular season.
What I think Vegas is saying, is saying that the Raptors at 12-1 are cooked, and that the Sixers are going to come back out of this 0-2 hole and win this thing, and are going to beat the Celtics.
Is it possible?
Yes, it is possible.
It is possible.
History doesn't say that, but
because the numbers are saying that the Sixers have never won a series where they trailed 0-2, and in the Eastern Conference semifinals, And the Boston Celtics have never lost a series, and that's like 35-0.
Yeah, 35 or 36-0, something like that.
35-0,
Some crazy number.
I mean,
But you're not
that's-
supposed to lose. When you're up 2-0, you don't choke it away.
No,
You know-
especially when you hold home court, which is what they did by winning that second game where they should have lost because they were down 21 points.
Exactly. And out there in the West, Tony, it's basically it's Houston and Golden State or bust. I mean, they're on a collision course for themselves. Utah's cooked. They're done. The Pelicans won a game at home, and that's nice and everything like that. But the Golden State Warriors put it on cruise control in the second half. They didn't really care too much about that
But
game.
I love the lines on the series lines. If you want to bet on the New
Oh, this
Orleans
is great.
Pelicans,
Yeah, this is great.
if you were going to bet on the New Orleans Pelicans, you would get $1,300 for a $100 bet. 13-1. So a $100 bet, and the Pelicans win $1,300. However, if you want to win $100 and bet on the Golden State Warriors, you'd have to bet $3,600 to win $100
Yeah.
on the Golden State Warriors.
This is one of those things where if you have $1 million, you put it on there, you just take 36 grand and call it a day.
Exactly.
That's
And
what
that-
you do.
that's it,
That's what
exactly.
they do. These are millionaire bets. Millionaire bets. They walk into a cage and they go, you know what? I feel like taking a vacation for like 30 grand. I'm gonna make a quick 30 grand. Just go put this money on the Warriors and call it a day. That's it. And you have again, what do you have? You have the Cavaliers. They're 1-9, so they're minus 900.
They're minus 900 to win 100.
Toronto's plus 550, but Cleveland's going to go up 3-0 by the end of the night. And then the Sixers again plus 115. The Celtics are still minus 135,
which is a low number.
It's a very low number.
Minus 135 is not in a playoff series. That's not a big favorite.
No.
And the Sixers are plus 115. So if you bet them, I guess you can still bet in the series. I don't understand
You
why.
can. You can still pick up that series bet anywhere. Yeah, you still can.
That's why the series bets have changed remarkably.
And I'm sure any bookie would love to take someone down 0-2 and take that bet.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean? I'll take it. I'll take the odds on that one all day long.
And by the way, in hockey, pivotal
action,
game 5s tonight. Penguins and the Capitals at Washington. How about Washington? It looked like they were going to win this series early when
Now
they
they're
went up 2-1.
choking it away, homie.
It's 2-2 in Washington tonight. Pivotal game 5 down there in Landover,
You
Maryland.
think Ovechkin and them get it done, Tony, or what?
Well, they're missing one of their best players who got suspended for 3 games.
That's fantastic.
But Winnipeg at Nashville in the game 5 tonight also. How about the Nashville Predators bouncing back?
Yeah,
early?
they're-
Winnipeg was playing well early in the series.
Well, that's what happens. You bong beers through catfish, man.
Exactly.
I mean, those Tennessee Titans. You've seen the story. The Tennessee Titans offensive line are out there, and they're bonging beers. They're beer bonging through dead catfish.
Exactly.
I mean,
So Nashville
it
at
gets
home
crazy out there
tonight in a
Nashville.
game 5 tied 2-2. That's a 9:30 start on the East.
Which I will not be watching.
Why not?
90 seconds.
Apparently, we're getting ready to get off
Whoops.
Blog Talk. Well, we
Well,
started
you-
we started the show very. I can't extend it any longer than 180 minutes. It's already been done. I can't go any further than that.
We've gone the distance.
We've gone over. We've gone 3 hours, and we started almost 52 minutes late. So
That's an outrage.
I know
It is.
I can't extend the show any longer.
So we're just gonna have to listen to her give us the countdown.
She's going to give us the boot in a minute. No, I'll turn her down. We don't have to hear
Yeah,
her.
just-
I'll turn
just
her down.
turn her
Well, we
down.
pretty much covered everything, have we not? We haven't given the winners yet.
No, we haven't.
Right,
I have to write it down.
So Sheil is going to come over in just a minute and help us announce the winner.
I need to write my number down though.
Well, here, you got don't you have a pen?
No.
How the hell do you do a show without a pencil or pen?
Because I just did it. It just happened.
How the hell do you do that?
I don't know. It's difficult, Tony, but I just made it happen. Thank you, Joe.
Disgrace, as my mother would say. That's a disgrace. I'm checking my Twitter feed, and I want to thank everybody out there who follows us on Twitter, at Tony Bruno Show,
Fantastic.
at Luigi Curto22, at Miss Robin Austin, Jack in the back, at Jack, what's your Twitter? That's your Twitter? TB Show Sales?
Really?
He doesn't have a Twitter.
Oh, Jack. Got a chance
Takes
to do it.
10
You're
seconds
sitting there
to
the
do
whole
it.
goddamn day. You didn't do anything? Hey, we're starting to get filled up here in the dining room. People are
No,
starting to come
people
in
are
and start
coming
to
in
take
now.
advantage of the Cinco de Mayo specials going on here. at
Exactly
Canteen
right.
Laredo.
Just phenomenal specials.
People
So
are
even though
starting to
you
get
weren't here
bubbly
for the
and
show, come on by. We're going to hang around for the Derby. We'll watch the Sixers a little bit.
You know, Tony, after the party, it's the after party, and after the party, it's the hotel lobby.
Damn right.
As our boy R. Kelly once said.
Exactly. Meanwhile, what was I going to say now?
We were talking about the someone's going to come up and help us out with it.
Oh, that's right.
Well, Robin was saying that. We announced the picks one more time for people that just caught on to the show. Tony, 7, 11, and 14 are our trifecta picks
That's
tonight.
That's the trifecta.
And we like those 3 horses boxed up in the exacta one way, the trifecta, but then sprinkle in whoever you like in the back. But 7, 11, 14 are going to be up at the front. And as long as that happens, like I said, it will be
we will be cashing.
It'll be Cinco de Mayo.
We'll be cashing at least
multiple
6 winning tickets.
Yes.
That's all we need to have. Now, it's going to be hard.
You better.
So all 6 tickets will cash
That's right.
if we have 7, 11, and 14 as the top 3 horses.
Tony and I will be making our way to Oaks to fill out some IRS paperwork.
You're damn right.
Actually,
no,
we won't. Actually,
No,
we
you
won't.
won't.
You'll be cashing.
So is it 65 and over?
Tax-free, homie.
I'll be giving tax-free cash tonight,
That's right,
baby.
brother.
I won't have to call 877 cash now.
I don't got to call my dad to cash my tickets anymore. This is awesome.
Wentworth, 877
Yes,
cash
You
now.
know what? That's what we got to do, Tony.
What?
Your other dad.
During the day. We'll just sit in the OTB. We'll just wait for people to cash tickets.
I'll become a rent-a-casher.
That's right.
I'll just
10%,
sit there.
10%, Tony.
10%, big.
So
Pay
now
me
there's
the
this
ju-
huge table over here that's having a grand old time.
They're having a time.
There's how many people?
No, they
3,
are.
They're all
6.
Cabo flipping it too, man. They're doing it right.
No, not everybody's. I'm Cabo
Table for
flipping.
8.
You got a Cabo flip?
I did.
You.
Hey, you had beer. You chose beer.
Still drinking beers. We're drinking the great Victorias over here, man.
Damn right.
So good, bro.
It is good.
It's my favorite holiday.
Okay.
It is?
Clark.
Yeah.
Clark says that the number 10.
Cinco de Mayo is your favorite holiday?
It's Saturday. I love Saturday.
Clark
It's not
on
on Saturday every year.
Clark
I know,
on
it's funny.
Facebook Live is saying that number 10, Jack.
We got Jack.
We got
mixed in.
Jack wins.
We
No,
got
no,
Jack.
he's not. No, if Jack wins the race, I'm
He
going
says
to
it-
kill my boy Jack.
He says it's winning the Kentucky Derby stone cold lock.
If
is
the
what he
10
says.
horse wins the race, I'm going to slit my throat.
Phil Hoffman says we got the
So now-
TV
okay,
on and it's still sloppy.
For the people that don't know how to bet, because a lot of people just go in and they're like betting to win.
Let me see the tickets.
But when you don't know, you have a bunch of horses that you like, but you don't know who's going to win, then you wheel them in, right?
Yeah, but you have to know how to do that. You have to know how to do boxes, and then
Well,
horses win.
boxing and wheeling is two different
No,
things,
it-
right?
you can wheel a box too. Like
Well,
some
if
of
the 10 wins, we have a couple horses in the back for the exacta. But we don't want the 10 to win. 7, 11, 14 is the combination we're looking for. Any
and the
3 of
10
those
can
horses
be in there, and we can hit a
in the
super
back,
with
that's
him.
fine. We want the 10 in there, but at the end.
Okay, so what does it mean when you're like, okay, I know I'm just naming numbers. This is actually not what I'm saying. But like I say, if you think the number 4, no doubt about it, the number 4 is going to win, but the other 3 for the superfecta, I'm not sure about, then you would do what? You key them
say-
in, or you...
Yeah, you say with 3
you
with,
say
and then
4.
you put the other horses in the
and
box.
then it doesn't matter what those other 3 order are,
No,
right?
you do a wheel.
Exactly.
It's a wheel bet.
It's a wheel bet.
And what you do is
but you
can
pay more because you're including
Right.
many more horses.
But you can take like if you bet it for $1, if you bet a 4-horse superfecta, and you like the 4-horse on top, right? If you do 4 with 1, 2, 3, right? It costs $6, and it can come in 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1 on the back end. It doesn't matter. But if every horse you add after that costs you additional money, and it gets very substantial.
Yeah, like
because
we have a superfecta
you have more
that costs
combinations.
Right,
$72.
because you're paying for every single combination.
Correct.
But my point is, though, so is
If
there
you
a-
just want to bet a horse to win, you could bet $1 million on one horse to win, and then a horse has to win, or you don't cash.
Let me finish. If
That's what you asked.
If you know one, but you don't know the other 3, is there a difference?
So that means you want to bet a superfecta.
Yes.
Okay, well,
But
that's what you have to say
one,
first.
But you don't know the other 3. You're wheeling those other 3
Yes,
in.
it's a box.
I'll tell you what.
That's
right
called
now.
a box.
But what if you don't know any order of any
You
of
don't.
them?
Then you do a
Then you do a
4-horse
box.
box. A 4-horse box means you bet 4 horses, and it doesn't matter what order, but you have to pick 4 horses.
But you could actually technically key in the whole field.
Yes, but it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, but what is it? What's that called?
That's
Is it
called
a superfecta box when
But
you
it's-
box all the horses.
Yeah, and everybody would do that. That means everybody would win. So the cost it's so cost prohibitive that everybody would do it. Anybody who's rich would do that and guarantee that they win the superfecta.
Right.
That's why you can't. It doesn't make sense to do that.
But it's a huge risk because if the favorites, they could bust everything up. You need long shots to come in.
Yeah, you can't. If the 4 favorites are the top 4 horses, you're not even getting close to getting 1/10 of your money back when you wheel that
would
many
lose
horses
so
together. Like I did a wheel at $72, and that's only using a couple of horses. So the
Hey.
more horses you use, the more expensive it is.
The fabulous Bob Sagendorf checking in has been watching this entire
watching?
time. Yes. And he said that it looked like we were having so much fun, and I wrote back to him saying that he should have been here. He says that he should do a road trip soon.
Absolutely. He needs to do a road trip down here. Get out of that damn Connecticut area. The taxes are higher there. Taxes are high here, but not as high as
For
Connecticut.
those people who do not know who Bob Sagendorf is,
He is one of the all-time greats.
legendary.
He's one of the original ESPN guys at ESPN Radio.
And he had something horribly tragic happen to him. How
Yes.
many years ago?
A few years ago, we had him on the show talking about how
but it was many, many years ago where he lost his
It
voice.
wasn't many years ago. It was not that long ago. A few years ago. A few years ago, he lost his voice and had to have surgery to repair it. And then no one thought he would. And the odds of him ever talking again or having a voice again were minuscule. But he went to a specialist, an amazing surgery, and now he's speaking again. It's an amazing, amazing story. And we had Bob on last year.
I mean, it was absolutely tremendous.
And he's one of the greats
It was about
from
10
ESPN
year-
Radio.
10 years ago he lost his voice.
Okay, I don't remember the specific date. I know it wasn't back when I was there, which was in the 90s, up until 2000.
Right, and he was told he would never be able to speak.
Exactly.
Not just, we're not talking about
Radio speaking.
radio. We're talking about he
Talking.
couldn't even talk to his wife.
Exactly.
Except in a whisper. And a doctor told him, 2 years ago, 3 years ago or something, like, I think I can do something. And it was almost immediately after the surgery that he heard his voice for the first time in 10 years. It was
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Well, we love Bob. One of my great friends, one of the great voices at ESPN, management guy. He did it all. And he does a lot of college. He does a lot of sports, local sports, on the air, basketball and football. Meanwhile, we got to make a decision here, Luigi.
Luigi, are you just surfing the web, or did you actually make your picks?
I told you I had my pick a while ago. I'm trying to find out what the cost of that 20-horse super field, the box to field.
But I need your piece of paper that I gave you.
Oh, sure, it's right here.
What the hell?
I've had it. I was the first person to write it down.
I didn't write mine down.
Well, you need to, mister.
I don't need to do anything.
No, Luigi, I told you, you have to pick a number 1 and a number 2.
Oh. Give me the other pen.
I gave you the pen.
I gave it back to you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did, Tony.
Goodness gracious.
I did, Tony.
I never saw anybody who does a radio show who never has a pen.
Well, now you've seen it.
I see it all the time. How can you not have a pen with you?
It's in my bag.
I have 2.
I have 5 pens here.
I know you do. You are a penaholic, and you are also a notorious pen stealer.
I'm a pen whore.
You are. I might be a shoe whore, but you are definitely a pen whore.
All right. I'm going to write my numbers down. This is a tough choice for me. This is a tough choice. Not as tough as Hillary Clinton's tough choices in their book about the election of 2016.
They were difficult decisions.
No, it's called Tough Choices, I think.
Tough Choices?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was MC Hammer's third album.
Might have been, too. I think she stole it from him.
Well, it won't be the first thing she stole.
I don't know, man. This is hard.
I said, I'm confident in my decisions. And hopefully, you guys follow suit. I can see Tony's already starting to. Remember, you got to put a number 1 and a number next to the first one.
I know.
Come on, bruh.
Oh, man. This is hard, man. What's the one that had that little, what do you call it in the end?
What?
The herbal taste?
Yeah, the herbal taste.
Which one was that? I like the name, too.
Clark C. Simpson says, Luigi, don't slit your throat. We need you. I said, if the 10 wins, I'm out. I'm out. We got too much invested here, man.
All right, I got the winners.
You got the winners?
I got my 2 winners, the number 1 and the number 2.
Let's do it, bruh. Robin's going to announce in a minute. She's getting everything together. Got to let it build. It's a slow build, Tony.
You got to let it marinate?
Slow build, man. Now it feels good to get out here and stretch our legs a little bit on remote, doesn't it, Tony? I mean,
Yeah.
we're out of the wine cellar.
Except when I stand up and my
your sciatic.
My sciatic kicks in.
Sciatic.
I'll tell you, I like that. What's her name? Jacques. What's her name, Robin? Sachel?
Sanchez. Chante.
No.
Sachil.
I like that Sachil.
Me too, man.
I like her a
She'll
lot.
be dancing later on tonight, Tony.
I may be dancing with her.
You will be dancing.
I may be doing the tarantela. They don't do that in Mexico.
They don't do that in Mexico.
I may be doing the Mexican hat dance. They still do that?
They do that. It's Cinco de Mayo. Not Cinco de Mayo.
Give me a little Mexican music, man.
What do you
Give me
want?
a little Mexican, like.
You know what? Let's get some mariachi.
Give me my mariachi band.
Not mariucci. I love a little mariachi.
They're singing my old Kentucky home already, man.
Oh, it's gonna be my new home if we win. Now I've never been live to Derby. You've been several times.
Yes.
Now do you
I've been in Millionaires Row.
Yes, you have. Now
Up
what's
in
the
the
last Derby you've been to?
Oh, it's about 10 years now. It's about 10 years ago.
Okay. Now were you on a consecutive streak where you went to like several derbies
No,
in a row?
no,
Okay.
I've only been to 2 derbies. But
I've
the
never-
last one was great because I did broadcast live on Thursday morning and Friday morning.
Now, what's the best part about doing a broadcast Kentucky Derby? You can bet right there at the Derby.
But I
brother.
didn't do it during the race. I did the shows live in the morning on Thursday morning and then Friday morning. And I didn't do a show on Saturday. Saturday, I just went to the track. I went in the infield and got all muddied up with the folks. When you go to Churchill Downs, you got to do the whole place. You just don't go. First of all, you're not getting into Millionaire Row.
Right.
Because that's where the high rollers all go. I was up there because I was a guest, and I got to sit up there. And then, of course, they built the new addition. I went there when they added to the first year that they opened up the new addition to Churchill Downs.
Not Bobby Brown's new edition.
No, not that one. No.
Now it's a beautiful place, man. I mean, I would love to go there and see the pageantry of it all. I mean,
the paddock is beautiful.
And you see what they do with the roses that they sew together in the morning for the horse that wins it.
It's not Churchill Downs runs all the time.
Oh yeah, of course. I take a beating there every week.
So you're not just betting. The Derby is the king, the granddaddy of them all. And so it's a fun place to go. Louisville's a great town. There's so much to do.
Louisville.
Great bars, great restaurants.
Are you a mint julep guy?
No, I hate mint juleps.
Thank God, Tony.
I tried one, and I said, nah.
Ain't for me, Holmes.
Even for free, I wouldn't drink a mint julep.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't
I
know.
had one for free, and I didn't. The other drink that I tried and will never drink again is a Hurricane from Pat O'Brien's in New Orleans.
Not a big fan.
Oh,
of
it's
her.
awful.
But it gets you drunk, though.
I don't care about getting drunk.
I'm just saying that's what they care about.
No,
over
no,
there.
they don't. Nobody drinks a Hurricane to get drunk. They actually think it tastes good.
Well, that's what they do.
It tastes like a whiskey sour. It's horrible, unless you like that.
All right, so they're going to
Calculate the votes.
No, I already calculated the votes. I know who the winner is.
Oh, okay.
But Sashil is going to see if the creator of the winner is available. They are
We need
very
an exclusive
busy right
interview.
now.
Are we going to get one-on-one time?
They are very busy.
I like one-on-one time.
I know you do, Tony. You like two chicks at the same time.
Can I do lick face with her, maybe?
Well, it might
Or
be a he.
him. It might be a him.
Oh,
you
that's
don't
true.
know.
I'll lick his face.
Not there's anything wrong with that.
No.
So they're going to see if the winner is available to come over and speak. But we will announce the winner because it's pretty much the end of the show.
Yes, but they're going to call the horses to the
I know.
post.
I know. We need to turn on the.
We have it on.
It's on.
What?
They're going to slap some saddles on those babies pretty soon here, Robin. They're going to have the jockeys up.
We got Sixers action.
We got the Sixers.
We got Derby action. We got tequila action. We got food getting ready to get brought out to us in a little bit. We're going to sit down and have dinner here.
And
we got Sixers action.
Miss Robin is getting already a little toasty.
I know.
You mean because you are also, or you
No,
know
Mickey
that Miss-
Delaney says I said if the 10 wins, I'm out. He goes because Luigi's not a pro like Tony and Miss Robin. I said I'm betting with them, Mickey. We're all on the same money. If the 10 doesn't win, it's not my fault. It's all our faults.
Damn right. Shh. And most importantly, it's Robin's fault.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's her fault.
always my fault.
That's right. Blame it on her.
No, Robin had nothing to do with
No,
the
she didn't.
selection.
This is all you, Tony. Actually.
Normally, she'll sit down and we'll go through all the stakes races.
And normally I watch the videos.
I watch all the I didn't do that because I've been so busy between being sick since January and all different forms of sickness and then having the eye and then having
It's actually very interesting because normally we watch the videos, we watch the horses run in previous races and really do an education. This time you're just completely by the numbers.
Yeah, no, I'm not winging it. I mean, I did research.
Yeah, you did research.
I
but
consulted with some really good people that I trust.
You didn't watch any video. This is just strictly the numbers.
Yes. No, I watched some of the videos, but I didn't watch every stakes race. Like, I didn't go back and rack the Arkansas Derby or the Dubai.
Well, no, like I said, when American Pharaoh won it, you and I go up to we got together, like, all right, what do you like? What do you like? And we both, it was concrete. We were like, we are so sure about this.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. Like, this was a given. This was a set it and forget it bet. Now, this year, again, 20 horses, sloppy field, and, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner.
It looks like the winner is approaching the starting gate now. This is as exciting as the Kentucky Derby when the horses approach the gate. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, first of all, Sashil is going to announce the winner. The winner of the very first ever anywhere tequila teeny contest. Because I've never heard this be nowhere else has there ever been a tequila-tini ever.
Nowhere else
in
on
any
earth.
bar.
And certainly not in Mexico because they
No.
don't even celebrate Cinco de Mayo,
No.
so they don't care.
So this is the very first ever on earth tequila-tini contest.
This will go into the Guinness Book of World Records. This will go into the
It's going to be-
Smithsonian.
It's going to be epic at some point.
I believe the Pennsylvania State Liquor Control Board is already establishing
When you remember-
a pre-mixed tequila-tini bottle
I mean,
that you'll be able to purchase now.
Seriously, Tony, you started Wing Bowl.
Yes.
Now we're
We're
starting
starting tequila-tini.
When you look back at history, you'll remember three things: landing on the moon, the Berlin Wall coming down, tequila team.
Yep.
There
That's
you
what
go.
you'll remember right there.
Exactly right.
Exactly right. So Sheil. Whoops, wait. I have to actually change the text
Oh,
on
come
here.
on.
No, it says Shay making us tableside guacamole, which is incorrect because we were not
That was
doing
Chaz,
that.
not Shay.
Oh,
it was
excuse me.
Chaz made the
excuse me.
tableside Glock.
Hold on. I have to
Ed
change
Nasta is
it.
back from Mass now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, he's back from Mass.
Was
He's
it a high Mass or just a regular Mass?
He's got a receipt
right
from
there.
church.
He's back from church. What was today's gospel? Do you know what the gospel? Love one another, or love the one you're with. If you can't be with the one you love,
ELO, man. Everyone love everyone.
love the one you're with. I think that's what the priest said today. All right, now we
All
ready,
right.
Robin?
I am
I'm
tr-
stalling as long as I can
know.
here.
I'm ready. I'm sorry.
One more drum roll.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, a woman will be dancing here tonight with her ensemble.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about dancing like at
Like that kind of
Stormy
dancing.
Daniels.
Right.
I'm talking about
Performing.
real dancing,
Not
performers.
not performing, dancing.
Dancing. The By Folklorico Dance by Grupo de Danza Nuevo Mexico. Tonight, 10 o'clock, DJ Gabriel will be cranking up the ones and twos at 6 o'clock
And
to
if you
1
come
o'clock.
down here, you will see Tony dancing on one leg.
You're damn right. Damn right. All right, you ready now?
So the winner
Gotta
of
step
the
up to the mic.
first annual Tequila Teeny
Are we going to give the
contest-
second place winner first?
Oh, we should.
Second place.
We should do the second place
Yeah,
first.
we don't want to
Second
be
place.
Steve Harvey
Yeah.
here and give the wrong winner.
Wait, there's a mistake.
No, we're not. There's not going to be a mistake. What's the second place winner?
So the second place winner is for Janita Tini by
Janita-
Jenna.
Janita Teeny was excellent.
Now, which number was that one?
That's the number 5.
No.
I mean, no, that's
the
the
Janita
number.
Teeny was number 3,
The number 3.
and that was 1.5 ounces of Hornitos tequila, half ounce of agave, half ounce of raspberry puree, half ounce of lime juice with a splash of pineapple.
I love that one.
That
was
was-
actually, I mean, those, I think we all agreed on the top 2. We'll see. What is
Well,
the.
I don't know. Let's see. And now the winner, officially the winner.
I mean, it was the winner by far. Like this one.
Really? So
yeah.
I was right on with
This one was clearly the winner.
Do we have a clear winner?
Yes.
Yeah, so for first place we have Peach Island
The clear drink.
by
The
Oscar.
clear. It was a clear choice.
Yes.
The Peach Island
Everybody
tea.
agrees that was the best.
It kept with the tradition of a martini. It was smooth. It was perfect, man.
It
Now,
was.
That
this
was the best drink.
made with Milagro Silver, peach schnapps, peach monin syrup, lemon juice, and mint
Well,
leaves.
they weren't muddled though. The mint
They
leaves
weren't
They were
muddled.
not. I don't like muddled mint
So
leaves because it overpowers the drink.
The creator of said Peach Islandini, Oscar.
The great Oscar.
The great Oscar, who.
Not Oscar the Great. That's another guy.
Not Oscar de la
No,
Renta.
That's- no,
Oscar-
Oscar the Great
please-
or Oscar the Grouch. Not
Right.
him either. No.
Please approach the microphone.
Oscar. Now we know Oscar. He works.
We
He
do.
does all of our. He does all
Now-
the tequila dinners that we do here.
Oscar
He's a
made
ringer.
one of my very favorite tequila drinks during one of the tequila dinners, which was the one that turned color. With what was that one called again?
Midnight Rising.
Yes, and that was what it was. It was made with a certain type of flour that when it was a infused.
It's a
flour.
butterfly pea flour. It's like a Thailandian flour.
Man.
And then when the lemon juice combined with it, it made the entire drink flip from pink to purple. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
It's pretty good.
So now you created this. Now
I don't
that-
remember any of this stuff.
Exactly. I remember anything happened 5 minutes ago.
So Oscar, you created the Peach Island Tequila Teeny. What was your inspiration?
I used to really like mojitos, and I just came back from Puerto Rico and learned how to make some great mojitos down there. And I was thinking about mojitos at that time, but then they made the contest for a martini. So I was like, well, I want to introduce some mint to a martini, and I just like peach as well. It's going to be in season real soon, so why not just model those two together?
Now, did you muddle them?
No, I did not. I just like infused them, kind of thing.
Because one of the things that when we were tasting them, we said that this particular one, it was almost like when each sip was layered. When you sipped it, you could first taste the peach, and then at the very end...
Not the peach Monin, though, because nobody really can tell what a peach Monin is.
You could taste the peach and then a little bit of the lemon, but then at the very end, on the tip of your tongue, you tasted the mint. It was like
Yeah,
an
that's what I said.
afterthought.
Muddling mint. That's why I don't like mint juleps, because they're so overpowering with mint. You don't get anything else. You just get mint.
It was
Yeah?
fantastic, and
Oh, thank you, thank you.
it really.
Now, does he win a fabulous prize for this?
He does win a fabulous prize, but I'm really not quite sure what his boss actually said. It was going to be something really special that Brian said that he was going to do for you, and
Okay.
not only that,
You get a sizzling fajita that was just put out and it smells great.
I need
but
some of that, bro.
The other thing is that your drink is going to be featured for the entire month with your name
And
on
all
it.
proceeds of that drink will go directly to him.
Oscar,
right to Oscar. I am going to make that executive call right now.
I'm sure Brian will be real happy about that.
Right. I don't know if it'll stick, but I try to do it for you, Oscar.
Last year when we were talking to Oscar, right before the hurricane, he had the trip planned to go down to Puerto Rico with a bunch of the folks here from Cantina Laredo, and then obviously you couldn't go because the island was a disaster, and then you finally got to go not that long ago, right?
Well, not only that, but he just got promoted, so he's in management now.
Hey, Mazel Tov, man. Congratulations, bro.
They say that in Mexico
No.
and Cinco de Mayo?
No.
They don't say hey, Mazel Tov, do they?
No.
Unless you're Jewish.
I just say it all the time.
How do you say congratulations in Mexican? I mean, in Spanish.
Tequila.
How do you say that? Do you know how you say congratulations in Spanish?
Felicidades.
Felicidades. Okay, so that's pretty much like happy birthday.
I was
happy
close.
everything.
I was close.
Okay, felicidades.
Not Feliz Navidad.
No, I was close. I was close, though.
Okay. Not Mocidades. They
All
had
right.
that hit that at us too many years ago.
Well,
We are over
Let's give him a
overtime.
round of applause.
Let's
for winning.
give
Congratulations on the very.
And we didn't know who made these drinks.
We had
Oscar,
no
so this
idea.
isn't a fix
This wasn't
because we know
predetermined.
you. This was a perfectly blind taste test. We had no idea who
Yeah,
made the
we
drink.
know it was blind because Tony volunteered to kiss the person thinking that it might be a
No,
female.
lick their
No,
face.
he was gonna lick
their
like the
face.
hockey player did. He licked the guy's face.
Why don't you go pay up, champ?
Oscar's got he's got the great mustache
With
with
the handlebar.
With the
Yeah.
now, do you put wax in those babies?
I do.
Yeah, he's got the wax tips up.
I'm more of a clay guy. I don't use the wax. I'm
You
more
use
of a clay?
clay?
Yeah, clay.
You can put
Dry-
clay
like
in
a
it?
dry paste. I'm talking about for my hair. It's
I
not
like
a
that,
joke.
man. I may do that.
You should let it grow, yeah.
I may
Yeah,
let
you
it go
look
up.
good like that.
Get it? Yeah, that's what he's got. He's got wax in there.
You look wiser.
What's it called?
You look wiser.
Wiser? Absolutely. I got to do something, man.
I mean, it helped him win a tequila bikini competition.
Absolutely.
What the hell,
It's
bro?
all about the mustache.
That's
and
right.
chicks dig that look,
That's
too.
right. Who doesn't love a mustache ride, Tony?
Nobody.
Except you would, if you use that, then you're going to end up
That's
like.
good.
Thank
Congratulations,
You. Thank you,
man.
Oscar. One more time. Put your hands together.
The winner,
great
ladies and
Oscar.
gentlemen, the winner. He's the winner today.
You're gonna end
Everybody
up,
loves a winner. Isn't that what they say? in Atlantic City?
Everyone loves a winner.
Or is
Tony.
that
Tony,
what racetrack?
if you do that, then you're going to remind me of my grandfather, which is going to be really
That's
awkward.
really freaking creepy.
No, you got
That would
Raleigh
be-
fingers. You got a lot of great.
No, my grandpa, he used to twirl his mustache, and it smelled
coming
like
back.
mustache wax.
It's coming back.
Just
I
stay
think
away.
it'd be really creepy if you smelled like my grandpa.
Blackjack Mulligan. Some of the great wax tips of all times.
I used to
Better
have-
than dye tips.
I used to have frosted tips.
Frosted tips. That look is gone.
Yeah, it is.
That's
It's
the
gone.
Ryan Seacrest look. Anyway, we got to wrap this up.
No, that's the who's the chef? The with the frosted tips.
Oh, what's his face in San Francisco?
Yeah, who wears his hat backwards and his
Guy
glasses.
Fieri.
Guy Fieri.
He doesn't wear his hat backwards. He doesn't wear a hat.
Glasses
Yeah, he
backwards.
puts the glasses up in his head like this way, side backwards. You like that look, Luigi, when you put the glasses in your head?
No, you look
backwards?
like a total jackass.
Exactly. All right, the
So-
horses are actually on the turf now,
Yes.
on the mud.
So
lining up
we're
for the
going
dirt.
to you will see the reaction
Live
on Facebook on Twitter afterwards.
You will see me throw a
but
table
we are actually
straight
going to
through.
go. We are going to say goodbye to y'all.
Yes. I want to thank everybody for listening in and checking in. Stick around and watch the Derby, watch the NBA
And
tonight.
thank you for being with us an hour late.
Yes.
We really, really appreciate everybody being in, tuning in.
It was so much fun, though, wasn't it?
It was a lot of fun.
This was a blast, home.
Now we get to eat and drink.
Finally.
Which is what we've been basically doing for the last 3 hours.
Our favorite Italian word, filo man.
Fino man.
Finally.
I want to thank the great Brian Harmon. The man always makes
And
it
I'm
happen.
so bummed we didn't get to have him on the show today. But
I know,
he's
working.
busy.
And Christina Marshall, who's the premier mixologist here, she concocts a lot of the great drinks for our tequila
I
dinners.
wonder if she made any of the 6 tonight.
I don't
She
know,
may
we'll to
have.
ask her.
She may have.
Yeah, we
She
don't
may
know.
be pissed that we didn't pick her as a winner, but
She'll
we
get
didn't
over
know.
it, though. She'll get over it.
She will. She's
And
very nice.
the fabulous wait staff here has been taking care of ourselves and everyone
Yeah,
else here.
Don't forget Alyssa.
Alyssa?
with the silver horn.
With the silver horn, yeah. The Italian boot, the Italian horn.
And Sachil.
I don't know. Just come see her to dance here live tonight at 10 p.m., okay?
You're damn right. You're damn right.
Dancing, not performing.
I'll be performing.
That's right.
There's
You'll
Brian.
There's Brian. He's got to walk away.
He's got the white jacket on, the white hat. He looks like
He looks like he's in the Havana.
That's
He
right.
looks like a
It's Cuban
Southern
Pete over there,
gentleman.
man.
He looks like he's at a Cuban armistice.
Well,
day.
Tony, we announced the winner. Our picks are in. So we got the Derby action ready to rock and roll. So hopefully everyone
Did
cashes
you
their
take a
tickets.
picture and post your
No, I'll do that.
No,
right
we'll do
now.
that afterwards as soon as we're done.
In the meantime, don't drink and drive, especially on Cinco de Mayo. And if you do, call Eric Cohen, your most favorite driver
what the hell
for
that is.
Uber. But don't call him during surge time. Don't text and drive either, like all the damn people I see on the road who I want to run over and sideswipe and knock off a guardrail. Stop damn texting and driving, people. We'll see you back Wednesday night. Luigi tomorrow at Moonshine.
For the Broad Street Run.
Broad Street Run. He'll do it live. When, noon?
Yeah, 12 o'clock. Going live 12 o'clock. $5 burger and a beer, man.
Beautiful, man. We'll see you then.
Let's get the hell out of here, Tony.
We now return control of your television set to you. Until next week at this same time, when the control voice will take you to the
Tony Bruno Show.